Hello, Internet! Welcome to Drunken Dragons, where we play D&D and the stakes have never been drunker. I got through it! I did it! That's like
Yay!
once, ever.
Round of applause.
Good job. Good job, me.
It's the only time you'll ever do it.
So, before we get started, though, we do have our normal thank yous and announcements. So, firstly, a reminder, Drunken Dragons will be dark the last Thursday of each month. So that is this next Thursday, the coming Thursday, the 27th. Not today, the next one, the 27th. Again, October 27th. That's next Thursday. I just want to drive it home. I'm just going to say it as many times as possible so no one's disappointed. All right, and as well, a big, huge thank you to our own Mr. Producer, Neil P. _voiceover in the chat, for all of the amazing character art that you will be seeing on your screen. He also does all of our emotes, all of our pre- and post-show credits, our hold screens. He's a great guy, and you should follow him and watch his streams under his channel. He's having a special promotion to get to his push of 1,000 followers, so go show him some support and lots of love from the Keg fam. We'd also like to, as always, thank Sirenscape for all of their audio support. They now have an online player with no clients to download, no fuss. It's a huge convenience, and you should certainly check them out to take your game to the next level. Lastly, this coming Sunday, I will be in a literal swamp. So Steven will be our solo Sunday again, and he will be continuing to play Horizon Zero Dawn. The following Sunday, we will be back with Rex Weekends, where we will pick up with Outer Wilds, Echoes of the Eye, and see if we can get anywhere else in that mess.
And I have no fucking clue how to play that game once again.
I don't remember it. I don't remember how to play it. I don't remember what we did. I don't remember what we found out. I remember that there was a lot of me screaming at darkness. That's about it.
And big thank you to Cherry Dragon for the follow that just happened.
Oh, hi! Welcome, Cherry Dragon.
Howdy.
All right. Now, with all of that housekeeping done, let's dive into Critical Role, Call of the Netherdeep. Last time, our lovable group of assholes went to the Temple of the Luxon and met the cleric named Balana, who performed a greater restoration to remove one of the levels of exhaustion on Dr. Ray after some convincing and some light thank yous in the form of tokens of appreciation and money, kind of, a little bit.
I could have not given anything.
I mean, that is correct. After that, they headed to the final challenge, where they found that they would be competing against the other groups of adventurers that they had been seeing around town regularly, a group led by a young woman named Ayo Jabe. And the two teams then hurried into a cavern known as I Saw You, Micah, being like, that's not her name.
Just saying.
Ayo!
Ayo.
I have a pronunciation guide that I follow. And it clearly says Ayo. So the two teams then hurried into the cavern that they came to know as the Emerald Grotto on a race to obtain and bring back a item known as the Emerald Eye. The other team sprinted just ahead of our friendly assholes, but through a series of clever decisions, making their way through the cavern, they came upon a large opening first with a shark swimming around it with the Emerald Eye attached, as well as a glowing spear sunk deep into the shark's side. After a difficult encounter,
Difficult for just me, thank you.
it was difficult for everyone.
Difficult to watch me get thrashed.
It was just mostly difficult for you because you made some dumb decisions as a squishy person.
It was difficult to watch my spell slots go to waste trying to help you. That was difficult.
That's valid. But
Just
eventually
kidding.
the shark was defeated and the eye was obtained, and the spear was removed from the shark's side before it swam away in its death throes, crashing into a pillar and opening a hole in a wall of the cave that had a bright glow behind it. And here we are, underwater, with a bright glowy hole and one exit mostly sealed off from an oopsie doodle earlier.
So yeah, Lilith is just kind of treading water in place, blood streaming from her many wounds. She's fine. It's fine. Life is fine.
You're mostly okay.
It's fine. I'm contemplating after that last remark from Dr. Nelrez taking back that health potion that I bought them.
I said just kidding. That renders it null and void, obviously.
JK!
No, but really, you do need
Okay.
it more than I do. You can have it. Like, honestly, if you need it.
I don't know where we're at or how I can communicate this underwater just yet, darling. I don't know why I went southern.
I take out the health pot and just like hand it to you.
Snatch.
Yeah. No worries.
Mean's gonna head to the glowy light area. This is clearly handled, and he can do almost nothing to assist this situation.
That's valid. So you head up to the light in the wall, and you see kind of a cramped passageway that is bending upwards until the tunnel seems to become completely vertical. And you see a very, very bright glowing light coming from the end of that vertical shaft.
Just to be clear, we already got what we came for, right? Now we're just navigating out.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Seems like it. I mean, you got what you came for.
Do we still have our glowy spongy moss?
Yes.
Yeah.
You still have your little glow moss.
Is the hole big enough for Kaneen to fit through?
Yeah, it's big enough for a medium creature to fit through.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna try to wave my glowy moss and get attention.
Rave
something
stick
shiny.
waves the moss.
I'm gonna, I guess, point. Try to motion up, and then I guess pull myself through, and like come back if I need to, I guess. But I'm gonna go ahead and spearhead it, I guess.
Okay.
Ready to rumble. See where that takes us.
All right, is everyone following?
Not. I don't want to be last, nor do I want to be. I want to be in the middle, please.
Okay, so that answers my question if everyone's following, so yes.
I'm also going to take 9 healing from that potion.
I can hold up the rear. I have enough health. I'm good.
Okay. So you all begin to kind of squeeze through the passage, and Dr. Ray, as Nevi just finishes entering and you're about to enter, you see out of the corner of your eye, the pile of rubble that had fallen on the other entrance is finally moved away, and you see the other group of adventurers beginning to swim out of it and into the cave and looking around, and they seem to spot you and are headed the same direction as you swim up and into the tunnel.
I tug on Nevi's. What is Nevi wearing? Is she wearing pants, a bodysuit, a dress?
Full scuba suit.
Yeah.
Never came
she
prepared.
has a cloak on, but let's just assume that she's wearing jeans and a billowy top.
All right, so I'll grab the pant of your leg and tug it a little bit and just gesture behind me. Be because I'm not sure if that means we should just turn around and go out the easy way, or if we should just be cautious that they might try to beat us up and take our trinket. But they're coming. Pass it on.
After Dr. Nelreyes does that, Nevi's gonna reach out and smack at Kaneen.
Oh, it's Lilith in front of you, and then
Oh.
Kaneen.
And I'm smacking Lilith.
He whips around, just gives you this eye, what? First, you're a little bit hesitant.
I got no biscuits underwater for you.
Aw.
No one likes the soggy biscuit.
Yeah, gotta make it through.
I guess, would I be able to see what she's motioning towards us? Or
Nope, you
they're
are
all
in
blocking?
a tunnel.
So yeah, let's... And?
Just try to motion it out the best Nevi can. Just very big, very bad, many.
Alright, Lilith just annoyed by this and just she's pestering me. Turns back, smacks Kaneen, and motions just fucking go already. Just go faster.
Cool. Kaneen's gonna speed it up.
Okay, so
You
Kaneen
kids have
speeds
fun.
up, and Lilith speeds up, and so Nevi, I'm assuming you also follow, and Dr. Ray, you just see everyone go as fast as they can.
And I'm like, I shrug and try to get in the tailwind that sort of sometimes forms when you're like cycling behind somebody that makes it easier.
Yeah.
But water.
Yeah, I get you, yeah.
The jet stream, I don't know.
I guess. I mean, but yeah, you get in and you try to move as fast as you can as well. Eventually, the watery environment you all are in, words are hard, gives way to a cavern dotted with trees and these pools of water all around. The walls are covered in vines of green ivy interspersed with these colorful flowers throughout, and you can see part of the cavern is open to the sky. In the middle of the cavern is a sphere of pale light surrounding a crystal pedestal, upon which rests a golden pendant attached to a fine golden chain. The object on the pedestal and the crystal glitters like the sunrise as you all begin to approach it.
It's a trap.
We're
Yeah.
fully out of the water right now.
Yeah, you're fully out of the water. You can
Oh, we
talk.
can actually
You're-
talk to each other now.
You're
Oh, nice.
you're standing in like maybe ankle deep water at some places where there's like small pools, but other than that, it's completely dry.
Trap. It's a trap.
I
Agree. Trap.
trap. Yes,
Trap.
yes, darling. I agree. But forgive me. Don't you have the lovely little hand thingy that can go out and grab things?
A grabber, like a store grabber. Oh, mage hand. Oh, yeah.
She
but,
just.
like.
Oh, sweet mother, Lord, whoever you praise be.
Well, that's actually interesting. I can't.
Okay. Maybe
yeah,
another
fine.
time. Nevi would love to hear all about it.
I'm sure she would. She's a considerate and nice person.
Perfect. You guys can talk. Little girl talk, right?
But that being said, I've heard in a different plane there is a movie called Indiana Jones and the whichever one has the trap with the boulder. And I really don't. I want to inspect it first before I use Mage Hand and potentially touch it and curse myself.
I have a question. Is there any big rocks or anything around that I could go and put on the hole we came out of?
Roll a quick perception check. See if you can find one in the kind of like blinding light coming from the pedestal.
What if I squint?
I mean, it helps, but it doesn't change anything.
Okay, I'd like to point out that I'm squinting then.
Okay, great.
He has a pair of really tiny sunglasses.
16?
16. Yeah, you find a rock that you think is big enough to go put over the hole. If you would like to.
Then I would like to, yes.
Okay.
I would rather not have the other party. I don't know what. I guess I don't know what was behind there, but it was enough that I was told to speed up. So I'm gonna assume it's Sharky Shark, and I'm gonna cover that sucker back up.
Okay, you pick up the rock and you start to bring it over to the hole. And as you bring it over to the hole, you can see Ayojabe swimming up towards you.
Oops.
Drop. And it covers up the hole.
They'll have time to get back out the other way. It's fine.
Is there an exit? I didn't catch that.
The cavern itself does open up to the sky, so you could
Right.
climb out if you wanted to instead of going through the way that you came.
How much time is left on our potion of water breathing?
It's been probably a little over a half hour at this point. And so getting back in just travel time, since you've cleared out most of the things that were causing you problems or know what the problems are and how to avoid them, would probably take you like maybe 15 minutes tops.
Okay.
And that's like taking your time going through. It's not a huge cave. But, so you're gonna go up Dr. Ray and investigate the pedestal for traps? I'm guessing?
Yeah, as well as the glowy thingy, the thingy that we think
Okay.
is the trap.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Wow. 8.
8. Doesn't appear trapped. Just seems like a crystal pedestal.
Looks good, guys.
Well, of course I trust the doctor. I mean, they're a doctor after all.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
As I look at her, right?
I looked at it.
I
Mm.
thought the same thing about the raft, and it was not a good idea. So it looked okay.
Are we sure that the thing we have is the emerald eye? Like from the shark, like 100% sure.
I mean, it looks like it.
You're wearing it.
Am I? Oh,
Yes.
No, Kameen has it.
Tied it
Well,
around himself.
Yeah, it's around, it's
Yeah.
around my chest.
I'm like, oh, well, that would explain why it's not here.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna go ahead and use my newfound cutting tool, the spear, and cut this rope down to an appropriate size to fit around my chest, not any smaller. I'm not gonna move
Great.
it. I just want to get rid of the tail I have.
Yeah. Just get rid of your
'Cause apparently the
massive
shark
rope
is bigger
tail.
than I am.
Yeah.
I don't know about the facts on that one, but I'll give it
I
to
mean,
you.
a shark that takes up 15 feet on each
Allegedly.
side. You know. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Okay.
Can I do an intelligence based check on like deciphering whether or not what we have compared to what is on the pedestal, which one is legitimate?
You can roll.
What would that be? Insight?
You can either roll a history check or
Okay.
an investigation to see if it seems to be legit or a fake.
I'm going to try history check.
Okay.
Does the one on the pedestal look like the one I have?
Nope.
Okay.
15.
15. So from what you can recall, the one that Kaneen has looks like what you're supposed to be retrieving. This looks like something else, and considering this was a wall before, it looks like it's probably an area of the cavern that they didn't know existed.
Alright. Fuck. I'm still hurting. Kaneen, hey there, buddy, pal, brute.
Mhm.
That shiny thing would look great with the other one that you have. You want to see if you can try to get it?
Look,
I-
I'm not against it by any means. Guess
As she
we'll
steps
check it out
away
and
from the
see.
pedestal.
Yes, yeah, that's what makes me nervous. Typically, the glowy thing.
Okay, look, I am still bleeding.
best.
Do you not see this?
I cast Mage Hand and grab it while they're arguing.
Oh.
As you cast Mage Hand and grab it, the light around the pedestal begins to fade, and you see this spectral figure, all of you, in the form of a male human, rise from the amulet itself. He's dressed in leather armor and a tattered red cape and wears a shield. The armor doesn't look like a make that any of you have ever seen before. His face is framed by this curly, kind of longish, shaggy brown hair, and he bears a melancholic expression. As you hear him speak, he says, "I am imprisoned. Please, help me." Suddenly, the ground vanishes beneath your feet, and you fall, all of you tumbling through a vortex of golden light. You fall deeper and deeper and deeper, and then suddenly stop. The golden light subsides, and you find yourself suspended in a pitch black expanse. You feel water as if it's buoying you. A vermilion light appears in the distance, illuminating the same melancholic warrior who is shackled to the ground by disgusting strands of a fleshy crimson substance. He raises his gaze to the heavens and, sobbing, chokes out, "Moonweaver, I beg of you, guide those with the power to save me to the site where I first prayed to you." He looks around, and his eyes seem to settle on you. God. There you are. My name is Elixion. I am lost in darkness. Long ago, I prayed to the Changebringer in the heart of a temple of evil. I beg you, take my jewel and... You feel consciousness leaving you, slipping away, as if the pressure of the water was crushing down, crushing the life out of you. Elixion's voice is the last thing you hear before you pass out. Save me. Please. What feels like hours of dreamless sleep pass until eventually you are all roused awake. Opening your eyes, you see the group that was behind you, having moved away the stone, and you are all in the same cavern. The glowing light gone, but the group frightened, terrified for your safety. As your eyes open, Io finally lets out a deep sigh of relief. I thought that we were going to lose because you all died, but you're fine. We heard another voice. What happened? Who was here?
Okay, to be clear, you didn't take the amulet while we were passed out, right?
Yeah, I'd like to meet. Is it still strapped
It's
around?
still strapped
Okay.
to you.
I was about to
I
say,
immediately and
Lil
very
goes,
visibly
where's the necklace?
Oh, no, you all won fair and square. We were just worried whenever we heard another voice, and then there was this rumbling, and we came in and you all were on the ground.
Is the spectral form still in the vicinity? Is there any sort of sense of his presence, or
No,
it's just
you don't
empty now?
see
Is the
anything. It's
crystal
just
thing
a
there?
cave. The crystal pedestal is still there. It's not glowing anymore. With the kind of jeweled necklace now somehow in Dr. Ray's hand.
I guess I'm gonna kind of sit up and stand up. I'm gonna kind of point to the pedestal and be like, "Well, that thing was glowing with a different necklace on it, and we thought it would be cool to have that one too. So we took it, and then it stopped glowing, and then we got sucked into Golden Vortex. That was a black vortex, and there's a guy down there complaining about being chained up, which I get. If we can get him out, we would. But then, we passed out, and then you were here, Ao, and we went from there."
To be clear, we don't know why Spectre Daddy was chained up.
Daddy.
His name was Elixir, Elixion,
Elixion.
Eldorado. Okay.
Oh, okay, El Dorado.
No, as far as Keenan is concerned, he is now Spectre Daddy, and that is on you.
I haven't heard of anything like that. I would suggest whenever we get back, talking to the elders. Maybe Elder Ushu knows something. Either way, we should get back before these potions wear off. You guys won fair and square. We'll just go back together.
Have you ever heard of Moonweaver?
Yeah, she's one of the goddesses. Sanine's, I think is her name. She's mainly an elven goddess.
Okay. Interesting.
Well, let's not waste any more time. Let's get back before... Well, we literally swim with the fishes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you all head back into the cavern and swim out all together and eventually arrive back at the main entrance. Upon arriving together as a group, Elder Urshu looks kind of confused, but sees the eye wrapped around Kaneen and ushers you all as a group out, kind of Io and her group, trailing behind. As you exit the cavern to the roar and cheers of the crowd, he announces to the group, and our winners for this year's competition of merit, our champions of merit. Did you guys ever come up with a name?
Looking to the rest. I believe we're going to call ourselves the Lady A-holes. I think
Sure.
that's, yes, consistent? Okay, wonderful, yes. The Lady A-holes, thank you.
The Lady A-holes!
Emphasis on the A.
And the crowd erupts in a cheer. And he goes ahead
Thank
and he
you.
takes
Thank
the emerald eye from you, Kaneen, and then he hands over the prize of 100 gold. As well as he lets you all know that there is a room at the Unbroken Tusk Inn, the like penthouse kind of room, like the nicest room in the building at the top, for you all to use free of charge for the night.
Nice. Does that include like the mini bar? Because that's really
Yes.
where they get you. Great.
I have free drinks through Nevi, so I'm fine.
I'm a little surprised Nevi didn't try to flirt with our chained up ghost boy. He seemed like your
He's-
type.
I mean, he's dead.
She has standards. Come on, you know.
Okay.
Cult is
Assuming.
really.
Don't
Domain.
let death get
No
between you.
dates.
Yeah, there's plenty of fables about star-crossed lovers, and some of them are dead sometimes. You know, if you believe.
Some of them
And
you
I-
want
He's also
dead.
trapped. He's not gonna pick me up for dates.
But if you release
He's probably
him,
not gonna.
he wants to be released. He wants a sweet, sweet release.
Yes, but will he nibble my biscuits?
Yes.
Will he indeed?
And Lilith is just thinking, like, actual biscuits. Yes, of course. Everyone loves your biscuits.
And Nevi's gonna hand one to Lilith.
Biscuit!
Is the other adventuring party still there?
Yeah, they are still standing around.
Okay.
Growls at them a little.
I would like to ignore, I guess, the now rabid teenager.
When
Not
are
that
they
it's
not
really,
rabid?
Bill-
not that it's really far jump for her to be a rabid teenager, but you know,
It's hormones, okay?
sure, say whatever you need, I guess.
You're not my real dad.
Not even your
Oh.
fake dad.
Oh.
At least I have
But I
a
now
dad.
know that you are as squishy as you look.
Lilith, he's an orphan.
And he shouldn't be made aware of it every single day, every single hour.
We actually prefer the phrase unparented.
Unparented. You were unparented? Did they check mark something when they turned you over and be like, no?
I prefer the term independent child, but whatever you need to.
Yeah.
All the
Emancipated
independent,
child.
all
More
the independent
empowering.
children.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really have a choice, due to, death and whatnot, but I still like to think of it
Yeah.
as my choice.
You know, dying in a revolution on a different, because some bad people were taking over the place. No problem.
Sure, we can go with that for me too.
Yeah. Okay.
That sounds better.
Great.
With the other party
Sounds
being I'm gonna
complicated.
go and give each of them 2 gold. I just kind of like try to like hand it to them. I mean, if they'll take it and be like, "This is not some sort of consolation. This is for not killing us while we were there helpless. This is a thank you."
Our standards are very high.
Slash. He's gonna be like, slash. Sorry for dropping the rock.
In your
I
face.
was much more in competition mode there, and your potion was gonna last you long enough, so I wasn't too worried.
They do take it, and to remind, whenever you say that about not killing us, he's just like, did you really think that we would hurt you whenever you were, clearly in distress?
Under her breath, Lilith would be like, I would've.
I mean, I'm not saying that I would have, but I have been around the type of people that, yeah, absolutely, I expected from most people at this point in my life.
Trust no one.
It's a welcome surprise. Always
Well.
happy to be disappointed.
I'm
Neppy's
glad
gonna
that
be
it's
getting-
welcome.
She's real uncomfortable with the direction this conversation is going. She's like rummaging for biscuits or anything to distract people. Wants to go.
Party in our room.
He's gonna point in a generic direction because he doesn't really know the lay of this town very well. I guess towards wherever that smells like meat and be like, "You guys want to go get a drink?"
Yeah, sure. Why not? Io says to you all, guys, you're good for a drink or two? And they kind of all agree. Some of them more enthusiastically than others. Like Maggie and Dermont seem pretty enthusiastic about spending kind of more time with your group, whereas the Elven man that you still haven't caught his name, and then Irvan is a little more unenthusiastic about it. They don't seem upset, but they're just not thrilled. But they do.
I'm gonna make that Elven man my best friend.
I was just gonna say he's old man wrinkle to me.
I've been to conferences where you have to mingle afterwards, and it's awful. So at this point, Dr. Ray is just like zoned out in like a flow state, not connected.
That's
I-
valid.
Might have missed this, but the gold, our reward for winning. Did we get the gold too?
Oh, Kaneen's gonna stop for a second. Oh, right. He's gonna hand out 25 to the other 3.
Thank you.
5 of their party, right, Corey?
Yes, there is 5 on their party.
So that's 10 that I gave away of mine.
Okay, so you guys go ahead and go back to the Unbroken Inn and have a night drinking, chatting, carrying on with this other group, as well as a bunch of the patrons of the tavern portion of the inn coming in and out or buying drinks for you all as winners and stuff like that. And it's a very pleasant evening on the whole. And eventually you make your way back upstairs and pass the fuck out. Everybody go ahead and level up to level 4.
Woo! Level
And-
up, level up.
And mark a long rest as well.
Can I recover my exhaustion?
Whenever you mark a long rest, it should take one of your exhaustion points.
Great.
I don't remember how to do it. Oh, no, found it.
Oh,
D&D
ability score
Beyond.
improvements.
Right?
Or
Yeah, there's
feet.
some fancy new stuff for level
Yeah.
4.
Which foot should I take?
Which foot
But-
do
Which
I take?
foot?
I'm quite partial to the left foot.
Mhm.
Always go left.
Hmm.
Meanwhile, I will sip my tea.
I don't remember what his stat line is.
You know what? I'm gonna take the one that breaks me. I am going to be observant.
Great. I love that feat. It makes my life so easy and doesn't make anything complicated at all. It just means I'm
Listen.
gonna make things harder on you.
That's fine. I'm a bard. I'm supposed to be broken.
That's
Inside
true.
and out.
That's true.
Intelligence or wisdom? That is always the question.
That is indeed the question. Well, considering you don't need either.
Yeah, right? You know what? I'll flip a d4, and if it's even, I'll do perception. Or wisdom, and if it's odd, I'll do intelligence. Alright, odd.
Intelligence it is.
Yep.
Yay, random.
Yeah.
And Dr. Ray, you can also add to your inventory, or whoever is going to hold on to it. The necklace that you all found is called the Jewel of 3 Prayers. And it is
I'll take it.
currently in its dormant state.
I was already holding it, so I guess I'll keep it.
Did they take my shark amulet?
They did take your shark amulet. Yes.
Disrespectful.
That is something that you have to give back in order to win the competition. Kind of part of it.
I've been like, hey, look, I have it. Thanks, guys. It's like, an extra winning
They
thing.
did say before that you had to give it back.
I thought it was like a suggestion.
Mm.
Hey, guys, it'd be really cool if... Sorry, I just realized that my theory leveled up faster than everybody else because my prayer and I hit click. This score, this score. See ya.
You don't have magic shit?
I do have magic shit. Thank you very much. I have 2 spells. Which is like speak with animals and one other animal-related thing. I don't remember what they are or how to check them. Nope, there they are. And beast sense. So, 2 spells that I can cast ritually.
Ooh.
So, big spender
Fancy.
here. Yeah.
So the Jewel of the Three Prayers, while in its dormant state, it gains, the holder gains a +1 to AC, and you can also use it as a light source. And then it has 3 charges, and if you expend all of the charges that regain daily at dawn, you can expend 1 charge to cast invisibility from it. Not greater invisibility, just regular old invisibility. So there's that. You got something fancy.
There's so many options.
So many options.
It's transparently, it's really difficult to decide between the spells that I think are cool and the spells that would be useful for my character. Very difficult. I know the answers, I just don't want to pick those.
Yeah, that's valid. You could not and just make things more difficult for you.
That's true, I could. Why would I make things easy?
Well, why do easy when you can do hard?
Yeah, exactly. No.
That's the one all this time I was trying to find the one specific feat for my character that have proven to would be handy if I had it earlier. Warcaster.
Ah, yes, the don't die feat.
Oh shit, it's on top of me. I can't cast. Wait, yes, I can cast a spell now without a disadvantage.
So what was that amulet called again?
It is called the Jewel of Three Prayers. So if you search in inventory Jewel of Three Prayers, it will be there.
Dormant. Will it ever change between these 3 states?
If you
Good
do
try.
something to
Great.
make it do that thing, right now you don't know.
Could rub
Right.
on it like a lamp.
Yeah, see if a Jiminy pops out.
Or bleed on it, I mean, this is really the 2 best options, I think.
Yeah.
What color is it again?
The necklace itself is golden, and it has like 3, not really like slots, but like 3 discs attached to it. With varying decorations. All right, so the next morning, daybreak arrives, and there is a knock on your door, and you hear just outside the voice of Elder Shu coming through. Travelers, I wish to tell you something of grave import. Will you have a morning meal with me? He pauses for a second before adding, I do have the right room, don't I? This time?
Yeah, how many wrong rooms have you entered?
I say, is the door still closed?
Yeah, it's still closed. He's just knocked on the door.
Okay.
He's just talking through the door.
Kaneen would like to answer it without pants on.
Kaneen answers the door, no pants. Does Kaneen wear underwear?
Yeah, I mean, of sorts, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Of sorts.
A
Great.
loincloth?
Yeah, so I'm thinking like loincloth-esque, but yeah.
Yeah. You so you
About
answer
mobility.
your tidy whities. And he's just taken aback for a moment, but then like is basically like, I don't know what I expected in his face. And he's like, oh, Kanine, good morning. I'm glad I have the right room this time. Might we have a meal all together downstairs? It's on me.
He's gonna turn around real fast and kind of grab his pants and put them on while he's saying, "Hey guys, there's free breakfast downstairs. Come on."
My favorite price,
Breakfast.
$3.99.
That is the
Nevi's
best
excited
price.
about the
I
food. Woo!
do
Let's go.
hope they have scones and and cream.
Real quick, can I have attuned to the jewel?
Yes.
Oh, great. So, yeah,
Um,
breakfast.
What does
Cool,
attunement
so-
mean? Like, what does that do?
So, some magical items require you to focus on the item and make almost like a mental and spiritual connection with them, which you can only do to so many items, like to be able to juggle them. So you can only have 3 items attuned to you at any time, and so that would take up one of the attunement slots for Dr. Ray.
That's
and
like
it's-
a buddy item.
It's usually like more powerful items that require you to like focus on them and attach them to yourself.
Yeah, like this one comes with a spell that I think I can use up to 3 times per day.
Yes.
Neat.
Okay.
Invisibility.
Oh, it says 3 charges, but it doesn't say how to regain these charges. So is
At
it?
dawn.
Does it say that? Oh, okay, great.
At dawn. So you all go and head downstairs and begin to have breakfast together. And at first, the tone of the conversation is very jovial, congratulating you all, talking about how excited the town was about your win. And then his tone kind of begins to shift as he becomes a little bit more serious. I hate to bring down the mood, but a vision came to me last night. A golden amulet rose to the surface of a pool of blood, and countless hands lunged upwards out of the blood to grasp at it. In turn, all the hands fell back into the pool until only one remained. The one whose hand claimed the amulet was a very handsome man with curly hair and a somber, almost sad expression. He turned to me and said, "They must find me. The ones from the grotto." Tell me, did anything happen to you in that place that would help make sense of this vision?
At the mention of the dark-haired stranger, Nevi's gonna look a little wistful.
Oh, Lord, it's happened again. She's fallen in love with a dead man.
There's not a lot of selection around.
You met a dead man?
Spectre
Maybe.
Daddy.
Yeah. It's definitely ghouly, chains, wispy hair. I mean, they just been in the water. I don't know.
Match the description you gave us.
See.
What was his name again? Nevi, you got his name, didn't you?
Is Elixian. Is a very handsome name.
Elixian. I don't recognize that name, but there might be a place that you can go to about this. The jewel itself reminded me of an object that I had heard of before. It's one of the vestiges of divergence, a powerful object that was created from the time of the calamity. I think you should travel east towards Bazakzan. They might have more information there about this Elixian and this object. Bazakzan it's an unfortunate and grim town under the control of the Aurora Watch, and it's not a pleasant place to visit. But if you did see this Elixian and he does match the young man in my dream, what you have found is one of those vestiges of divergence. An enchanted relic from the calamity, and that one specifically is known as the Jewel of 3 Prayers. People do not just stumble upon vestiges of divergence. They are granted for a reason. And there is no place in Jorhas where the memory of the calamity lingers more strongly than in Bazakzan.
Darling, you seem quite knowledgeable of this place. And your city is towards it. By any chance, do you know anybody that would be there that we should talk to or even trust? Because it sounds like this is not a very trustworthy place to go to and be like, hey, look at what I have.
Oh, it's very trustworthy. You can trust
She
those
hates
that
poor
are there.
people. Don't worry about it.
The
And
Aurora
orphans.
Guard.
She looks at you, she's like, I hate everybody.
Okay.
She just looks back at it. Not you, darling, not right now. You're fine.
Thanks. The Aurora Watch is there not to place any rule of thumb or law on people, rather because of the calamity and the echoes of calamity that have occurred. There is a great scar in the landscape where a temple that produces many demonic entities and spits them out into our plane. There, they make sure no one goes into the temple and is lost without permission, or that nothing exits the temple to further endanger those in Jorhas. It's a grim town, not because of the people, rather the job that they do there is without hope or light. It's a difficult job with many perils, and most don't leave Bazakzan alive.
So it's like food service. I gotcha.
Customer service.
Yes, you face demons, and they rip you to shreds, and your body gets sent back in pieces to your family, just like customer service.
Makes sense to
My
me.
soul.
So, Dr. Ray has put the amulet like under her shirt, is hiding it. But, so she's like, hypothetically, what if we did just stumble across it? Like, literally stumbled across it?
Well, I would say that it wasn't happenstance, it was rather fate, a calling from the gods.
Hypothetically, would it be dangerous for a person to wear it for too long? Hypothetically?
As far as I am aware, I don't know many details about the Jewel of Three Prayers, but the Jewel of Three Prayers was related all to prime deities, good gods and goddesses, not the betrayer gods, so it should be a boon, if anything.
Great. Hypothetically. All right, away?
Hypothetically.
Yes.
Before we go, Nebby is going to just quietly be stocking up on snacks and biscuits. Just kind
Okay, yeah.
In the cookie jar of holding.
Yeah.
of, yeah.
You're
Make
the
sure-
old lady that goes to the buffet and is stuffing the cookies in her purse. I got it.
Get the lemon ones that has the little frosting on them. Those are the best.
I always get the lemon ones for you.
Okay.
Can anyone like to go to the bar and get them to fill up his water skin with wine?
Yeah, easy enough.
For emergencies, yeah.
Yeah, easy enough. And your tab this morning is on Elder Shure, so
In that case, he will take
Yeah.
a. I was trying to think what's reasonable. He's gonna ask for a bottle of wine and some bread too. Then I was trying to debate how if it would be worth trying to carry like a small keg around, but
yeah, probably
like,
not.
I know like he could do it, but like it seems impractical.
It wouldn't be the first Goliath that I've known to carry around a keg.
That's fair. You just wait 2 more levels, and I'm a human forklift, and I'm going to.
You're just
Like
everyone's carriage.
Yes.
Get like a holster
so.
for kegs.
I think I'm trying to remember. I have it written down somewhere. Oh yeah, I could, yeah. carry half a ton. The whole party will just ride on me. It'll be fine. We'll stack them up.
100%. I already called dibs on the other shoulder.
Okay, so is there anything you all would like to do in Jagal before you go ahead and begin your way towards Bazikzan?
I need some better weapons. Sorry.
Yeah, I would say. I know that's actually exactly what I was like. I'd like to
Shopping
swing by the,
montage.
I love a good shopping episode.
blacksmith. I don't really need anything else, but I would like to stop at the blacksmith. If that's cool. Or weapons. I mean, weapon
Yeah.
people.
Weapon.
It can't afford magic weapons, so just regular blacksmith weapons is fine.
Yes,
We
I'm
can't-
sure that you cannot afford magical weapons at this point.
It's
What do
almost
you
as though you
mean?
control the economy in this game.
It's night 3. We should be able to afford everything that we want.
That people think, yeah.
We're level 4 now. We're gods. Thank you.
Basically.
Oh my god. Well, I mean,
Golden gods. That's
I was,
worked out well for people at much higher
I
levels.
was literally a god when I was born. Like, my mom screamed out, Jesus, when she gave birth to me, but...
That sounds like what teenagers think. Okay, so you all are headed to the blacksmith to see about weapons. Heard. So pretty much any standard adventuring weapon you can find in the town of the blacksmith. So whatever you were looking for, you certainly can find it.
I need to ask the blacksmith a question.
Okay. What would
Is he
you like to
available
ask?
for
them?
questions? Or
He's
they, I
avail-
guess, don't want to
Are you wanting to roleplay this, or would you like to just ask me the question?
No, I mean, yeah, the question's fine. I guess I'm just trying to see if they have. I mean, I know it clearly wouldn't be made here, but if they have a Netherdeep mall, or if they do much trading with.
So they don't have that specifically here. Everything that they sell here was made here. It's
Nerds.
not like import kind of deal.
Do they know where I could find one? Like, I guess what I'm asking, like, would that be available in the city? But I figured they might have that knowledge.
So your best bet for something like that that's imported would be kind of the bigger cities, either in Jorhas or elsewhere. The biggest city being Roshana, the capital. That's going to be your best bet for stuff like that.
Okay. I would like
It's
to
an
buy
exciting
a
side
knife
note.
then.
Okay, yes, you could buy a dagger.
Okay.
I've
let
never
me-
been level 4 ever.
What?
That's true. The one shot you did was level 3, so this is your first level 4. Level 4. Level 4.
Living the dream.
A dagger is 2 gold.
You don't need to buy that. You can have mine. I don't use it.
Oh.
Unless you want to buy one and have 2.
I would like to buy. Yeah, I'll take 2. I think that's a. I have an idea that's probably not gonna be good or work, but yeah, I'm gonna take 2.
I love ideas that don't work.
Do you know where I can actually? Did they take the rope with them when they took the amulet?
No.
Cool.
If you wanted to keep the rope, then you can.
Yeah,
keep
no.
the rope.
Yeah, if they
The
weren't gonna
souvenir.
take it, I would have kept the rope. Okay, cool. Kinesis gonna sit down while I guess Dr. Ray shops, and tie the 2 daggers sticking out of the front of his maul, just wrap it around, and then tie it off.
Okay.
Effect-wise, I don't know if it'll have much, but
So you're attempting to do like those little like hand drum things that you spin them and then the little like arms
no,
beat
no,
the
I'm
drum?
talking like you have the big rectangle head of the maul, and he's gonna take the 2 daggers and stick them to the sides where they poke out the front, and he's gonna wrap the rope around them a bunch of times to make a super weapon.
Okay. Make a dexterity check to see if you can.
Can I make a
create-
different kind of check?
No. Because this would technically be a tinkering check, but you're not proficient with tinkerer's tools, so it's just going to be a straight dex check for you.
That is fair.
I am just looking at the others, then looking back at him, and then looking at it going, what is he doing? Like,
12?
Oh?
12. You think they're pretty well attached. Seems great.
Oh man, this is gonna go badly in such a hilarious way.
Yeah. Canadian's then gonna go and buy another dagger, so he has one in his pocket.
I feel like when this thing shatters and breaks apart, somehow it's going to hit Lilith.
Abby's gonna pick up some extra band-aids just in case.
Okay.
From the ye old Johnson & Johnson shop.
Be real, the kind I have actually have Neosporin built in, and I feel so good about that.
Oh.
Right.
IRL or in this campaign? Both good.
I mean, not both.
If you want to actually pick up a healer's kit, you can as well instead of just rando band-aids. If you're going to pick up just bandages, you can mark off 1 copper. If you want to buy a full healer's kit, that is 5 gold. Healer's kits can be used to stabilize a creature at 0 hit points using a medicine check. So, that's up to you.
Can I run by an apothecarist, apothecary person, apothecary?
What are you looking for?
Well, I have that alleged potion of healing that I'd like to get checked out. That I got in the little weird.
Oh, yeah,
thing
yeah.
Underwater.
So the service to have that identified would be 10 silver.
Oh. So, if you would like... never mind! I got confused. This is what happens when we level up mid-game and I'm like going through checking stuff. I thought I had picked up identified spell. The identified spell. No, I did not.
What do you mean this is what happens whenever it's mid-game? You literally just did it. You had no time to forget it.
No, I feel reputation right now.
Don't blame me whenever it's you.
I feel really attacked right now. I'm
What
lost.
do you want to get, Dr. Ray?
Yeah, so in my weapon proficiencies, I would be interested in either a short sword or like a staff or also a spear or something like that. Not a long sword, not a crossbow, or any other simple weapons. I would be interested in looking at those.
A short sword is 10 gold.
Okay.
A spear is 1 gold. If you're looking for a quarter staff, that is 2 silver.
If you want a quarter staff, you can just have mine. We'll trade these.
Trade these? All right, so we'll trade for the quarter staff. And then I will also take the non-magic, I assume, spear and a short sword.
Okay. The spear is a versatile weapon, so you can throw it. You can also use it one-handed or 2. So,
Awesome.
which the
Is
2
this-
more damage.
Is this separate from like a pike?
Yes. Spear is a different thing.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Probably wouldn't use a pike if I'm being... Well, I am tall, actually.
A pike is not considered a simple weapon. That's considered a martial weapon.
Then I will not use that.
Because it's heavier.
All right. So that was 12 gold.
Yes.
All right.
Wait, hold on. I think spear was less than that. Spear is 1 gold, so it would be 11.
Okay. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Are you getting that potion identified, Kaneen?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so remove 10 silver. It is a potion of healing. Congrats.
Cool.
You were correct.
Been burned before, okay?
I mean, yeah, I get it. I've done that. Not to people at level 4, but I've done that.
I mean, I assume like it wouldn't be something like crazy, you know, but like I just wanted to, you know, double check.
Yeah, better safe than sorry. I get it. Don't want to be taking random potions.
Yeah,
For
you know, I
random
mean,
holes.
basically, as the primary please hit me guy, I don't want to get down to like 4 hit points and be like, I'll take this. It's like, cool,
Poison.
that was poison. Good luck, bud.
That was the poison. The poison for Kaneen. Kaneen's poison.
Good. Good movie. Cinematic masterpiece.
Absolutely.
True. Facts.
with the quarterstaff, it has 2 different damage options. Is one for like one-handed and one for two-handed?
Yes.
Got
The
it.
higher one is two-handed. The lower one is for if it's thrown or one-handed.
Okay, makes sense. Same with spear, I would imagine then.
Yes.
The higher one is two-handed, the lower one is one-handed or thrown.
Yes.
Great.
The short sword can't be thrown. I was referring to the spear, but yeah.
I mean, it can be
Twitter
thrown.
talk.
It can be, but it is not considered a versatile weapon. In
Yeah,
that
no, yeah, it
sense.
wouldn't work, but you could throw it.
I
Just
could
saying.
trade it for a boomerang and then sharpen the sides of the boomerang.
I mean, that checks out.
You could certainly try.
Like, that would not go well.
We'll
I
see
do
if
already
it goes
have a-
as well as the dagger maul contraption.
Look,
One
that's
more
going to be
thing.
really great for one hit.
Can I get something really lethal to use with my sling? Or is it just standard stock, you use some rocks?
Here, what they would have available is pretty much just rocks, like hefty rocks that you could, purchase as part of an ammo. You could probably at some place fancier find, better ammo. That would maybe be like a magical ammo or like spiked balls or something like that you could fling. But here you're not really gonna find that.
I am not going to buy rocks. They are everywhere. Thank you, though.
They're really good
Buying
rocks.
water.
They're very consistently sized.
Ah, like aquarium pebbles. Got it.
Or are they that shiny?
Is there anything else anyone would like to get before you all head off? I know all of you were like, we should get this and we should get that. Why don't we have this during the last bit?
Yeah,
So.
yeah, we definitely had the whole, maybe we weren't very prepared adventuring party.
We have rope now. We have weapons now. We have the healer kit.
You
Did you
throwing
buy
my
the healer
rope?
kit? A rope. I said a rope.
I'm just saying, like, my rope is in use.
It is
And it
around
will
the
be
mall,
until I
hunting
perfect
daggers.
it.
She rolls the eyes and looks over to the shopkeep. Do you have a rope that I can buy?
Also, it's like 6 feet of rope. I don't have a whole lot of rope. Actually, probably, I guess.
Because I do recall we had this issue where we needed rope and no one had rope.
So
That's
there are 2 different ropes that you can get. You can either get hempen rope or silk rope. Hempen rope is 8 gold. Silk rope is 10 gold.
I mean, silk rope doesn't chafe as much.
That's correct.
Yes, silk rope, please.
Okay, so you're gonna blow 10 gold and silk rope. Got it. Check. It checks out for a little rich girl.
Is it at least like a pretty color?
Sure.
Great.
Nondescriptive, pretty color.
Yeah.
Pick a color. They'll dye
Black
it for
like
you
my
right there.
soul.
They'll dye it for you on the spot. Done. Free of charge.
Is there like a travel med kit?
Yeah, so there is a healer's kit. It is 5 gold. A healer's kit allows you to stabilize a character at 0 hit points using a medicine check.
Okay.
And it has up to 10 uses per kit.
I would like to pick one of those up.
Yep, it is 5 gold. Just go ahead and mark the 5 gold off and put a healer's kit into your inventory.
I would just like to point out that on occasion there's that one guy in our background that speaks, and every time I hear him, I keep on thinking, is that a goat?
He does sound goatee. Yeah.
I just I'm like
He's supposed to be like a shopmonger, like hawking
Calling out,
wares.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you are just goat daddy now.
Why is everyone daddy?
That's just like Spectre daddy, goat daddy.
You're all a heck of a team going on here.
Huh, why has that bled into this game?
Why are we the lady a-holes? Who knows?
Because
I mean-
I wasn't smart whenever I picked a character name,
Out
as
of-
every GM does.
Of everything that we have done, the Lady A-holes makes the most sense. I'm sorry.
Pretty much,
just-
yeah.
Every GM makes that one name mistake that the players are just like, ah, yes, we can make this terrible. And there's mine. All right, is there anything else anyone wants to look for while you guys are here? Before we move on. Nope.
I'm good.
Nope.
I can think of.
I'm gonna take
Like-
silence as consensus.
I would like better armor, but I'll wait until magic can be afforded or found.
You know, that's fair. Okay, so to get from where you are at Jigao to Bazixan, kind of asking around, as none of you are familiar with the area, you do find that you need to take a path south called the Emerald Loop. And then there will be a caravan along that trades along it. Once you get to the caravan, you then will turn what would be to your left towards the east on the hallowed path to then make your way to Bazixan, passing through the barbed fields right before you arrive. The travel, you have 3 options for how you would like to travel. You can either travel at a normal pace, in which it will be about a 12-day journey. You can travel at a fast pace, in which it'll be about a 9-day journey, or a slow pace, which will be about a 15-day journey. The differences between those 3 being each pace, if it is different than a normal pace, will either gain you the ability to be more perceptive or to notice more if it's a slow pace. If it's a fast pace, you have less of ability to be perceptive. More things are likely to get a drop on you. But your trip is shorter.
I don't think we're in a rush.
How is Lilith doing?
Fabulous. The sleep did wonders for myself.
Okay, brilliant.
She put on her cold cream and now she's fine.
Ivory skin. I made sure that I have enough makeup covering everything. It's UV protection. It's fine.
Her very expensive cold cream.
Yeah.
Carry a lot of sunscreen. So we're
Another
good.
glorious morning makes me sick.
Correct. So are we traveling at a normal pace then?
Or can we adjust or adapt during if we see the need to?
You can, yeah, it wouldn't gain like the same benefit of it being as short. Like, of course, however many days you traveled at one pace, then it's just going to shorten the rest of the trip. It's not going to make the whole thing then, a shorter trip. But yes, you can adjust your pace as you would like or see fit. But starting out at a normal pace.
Yeah.
I like that.
Dr. Daddy is in no rush. He's bound up. He's not going anywhere.
Okay.
He's gonna giggle and be disgusted with herself for laughing at that.
Hey, looks at her. This one can't run away.
Harsh. Lilith.
Do they
What?
usually run away?
Don't talk about that, Kanine.
I sense there's some
Nevi's
history
gonna-
here.
I'm just saying we
Nevi's
could do
gonna
like.
hand Kanine a beer.
He looks like
Where? Actually, you know what? He's not gonna question it. He's gonna drink the beer.
The party's over.
It's
Where are you
poison.
getting a beer? I'm now concerned.
She has like a beer fridge of holding.
This entire time we've actually been
Over
playing with God.
Hermione.
God's like, it's
Mind
been
the
slow upstairs. I came down here to join you.
I did have a character once trade a pretty decent weapon for an ever full mug.
Nice.
Really neat.
What is it called? Jug of... Not jug of holding. Jug of... it's the jug that you just call out what you want it to be filled with, like mayonnaise, and it will fill.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
is
Any
it?
liquid.
Yeah.
I forget what its name is too. Off
It's
the
like
top
jug
my
of
head.
something.
Yeah.
Gross.
Horrors?
I'm
Yeah,
sorry, a
mayonnaise
jug of
to it.
mayonnaise is not horrible.
Yes, it is. Yes, it certainly is.
I mean, unless you're talking about like your health and your body. And
The alchemy jug. That's what it was.
That
There
yep.
you go.
It was
You
bothering me.
did it.
basically jug of gross.
A
Yeah.
jug of gross. Well, it could be
I don't
filled
know.
with beer or
I was about to
wine.
say it could be filled with mead.
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah.
bubble tea.
Now is it
Well-
gross? How about mead flavored mayonnaise?
Yep, we're right back to actually.
That's
I think a past
Even worse.
to this point.
That's even
Mayonnaise.
worse. We got worse.
Yeah.
Which is worse, mead flavored mayonnaise or mayonnaise
It's
flavored
flavored
mead?
mead. Ooh, that is a good
Don't
question.
like the direction this conversation is going.
mayonnaise flavored
Yep.
meat for sure.
Am I
And
the only
moving
one here
on,
that likes mayonnaise?
You all begin to leave the city. And once you get past kind of the hustle and bustle of Jigao and cross the large bridge that covers the Eflon River, where Dr. Ray took so many points of exhaustion the last time, you are in what seems almost like an endless expanse of nothing. It's just open plains. You can see in the distance mountains and jagged spires rising from the ground. But for the most part, it's just ruins and nothing in this expanse. You begin traveling, and first day goes without incident or without anything exciting occurring. Kind of getting used to life on the road and traveling on foot as a group, which isn't a thing that you all have really had to do much of together yet, let alone through such an empty, dreary expanse. I need one of you to volunteer to be first. To roll me a d8.
I'll go.
Okay.
6.
6. Okay. The second day, you all finally make camp and set up, and you see, while you're sitting there around the fire, sharing a small meal, the moons in the sky. One, the normal bright white light of Casa, and next to it, Exandria's smaller red moon, Ruidus. Suddenly, Ruidus flares with this bright red light. And the moon, which before was just a slim crescent throughout the night, becomes blindingly full. The entire landscape awash in a red light. It fades down and dies down, and you feel almost a little sick following it. For the next day, everyone is cursed.
Was this a blood moon? Did all of the enemies we killed come back to life?
Roll a history check.
Oh.
See if you know anything about Ruidus.
20, but dirty 20.
Okay, so Dr. Ray, you have, being kind of a person who studies the stranger things in life, you actually know a lot about Ruidus and the theories behind it. Unlike Catha, which moves throughout the sky each night like a normal satellite would, Ruidus stays fixed in one place at all times and can be seen during the day and the night. This small red moon. And it is considered a moon of ill omen. Those who are born under Ruidus are considered cursed or unlucky, sometimes cast out from tribes, sometimes killed by their own fellow villagemen for what they consider ill and unfortunate events that were related to this Ruidus-born child. Whenever Ruidus flares or is full, it's considered an ill omen or a negative impact on whatever is happening or whatever is plans are being made at that time.
So I checked under our sheets here, and I'm not seeing cursed as a condition.
It is
That
not a
can mark-
condition.
So what does curse do to us exactly? Do we know?
You don't know
We
yet
just feel sick.
until you do something.
Like, do we feel any different?
You feel sick to your stomach.
That's
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Cool. After the big red moon flash?
Yep.
Cool.
All of you do.
Kaneen's gonna pull out his moon spear,
Mm-hmm.
point it at the shitty moon,
Uh-huh.
and yell, "Listen here, you big red shit! Cut it out! Or I'll come up there and then put it away and carry on."
Excellent.
Yeah,
Moon's haunted. Gotta kill it.
basically.
You'll do it. You'll do it. I've seen him do it.
Right. So
Okay.
release Spectre Daddy in a realm that we don't know where exactly is, and then next on the list, kill the moon.
He's gonna put his hand up, like, maybe first. We'll see how it behaves. Got points again.
My
You gotta let her know who's boss.
That's rough, buddy.
Sorry, I cut off what you were saying, Kaneen, to make a stupid joke.
Nope,
It
that
was a good
perfect
joke, though. Yeah. It was a good joke. All right. So the next morning, though, you all get up and head on your way. I need someone else to volunteer to roll me a d8.
I got it. 5.
5. So as you all are traveling, you see up ahead in the distance a group of mammoths, 3 of them, kind of moving slowly across the wastes. And from above, you see this gigantic, almost like a bird, but it seems to have a billowing cloud of smoke trailing behind it, swooping and diving, attempting to claw at these mammoths and attempting to pick one off, kind of harrying the group as the mammoths are moving, trying now to get away from the mammoths. But the attacks on the mammoths itself don't seem to have very much effect, as they kind of have that tough hide. Them attempting to get away is more of just an annoyance than anything. And you see this large bird creature swoop a couple more times. What is happening? Micah?
I'm sorry. My kid just busted in the door from just sheer force and being a very poorly hung door, and has been circling around yelling "Dada" at me because
That sounds
Dada.
correct.
I can.
Yeah.
So
That sounds correct for children.
yeah.
I just noticed the look of amusement and
Yeah,
was like,
he was
I need to be in
circling
on
and
the
making
joke.
circles and kept hitting, and he was showing off that he had found me.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's a big accomplishment. He literally knocked down a door.
Okay, buddy.
That's super cute, though.
Come here. Come here.
Are we
You
going
already
to get?
derailed the whole stream, but come here. Oh,
Are we
get
going to
back
get
here.
a Finley
Well,
preview?
Oh my god.
Finley becomes the Chaos Gremlin for this season.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, he's
Hi.
so happy. Hello.
You're good at waving, buddy.
He is so
He's
good at
great
waving.
at waving. He's happy.
I like how it slows down, and then
Good
as soon as
night.
you start it up, he goes, woo.
He say
And
hi.
we're done.
Say hi.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You even know what you're going for here. Oh, beep beep. Sorry, he's
Beep, beep.
honking. He's honking.
Yeah.
Beep, beep.
Oh.
beep.
Ah, beep beep.
toot, toot.
Ah,
Ready?
Hi.
Hi, Finley.
he threw the kid away.
Bye. Bye. Night.
Oh yeah, Finley's going to be the Chaos Gremlin now. I like that.
That
Good
he-
call, Mr. Producer.
Oh
I
man.
love that so much.
That's appropriate. That should be his Halloween costume. He's now the Chaos Gremlin. But yeah, so back to the mammoths and the weird
Sorry.
bird thing. No, you're good. So it's swooping around and it seems to get frustrated after a couple of more swoops, and it ascends into the sky. It lets out another loud shriek as it is rapidly flying towards you all. You have about a round before it gets close to you to prepare.
Awesome.
Janine gonna get out his Molinator 2000 and prep for the moment that thing is within distance to just wholeheartedly swing at it.
Okay.
Eleanor will rip that soul energy, or Eleanor, I am now Eleanor. Lilith will, haha, twist. Lilith will rip that soul energy out of Eleanor's face and prep Eldritch Blast.
Rip it real good.
Can I
What?
prep a rage? Does that work? Rage now.
So
I'll
you
rage
can
now.
I was gonna say you can rage now, but if you don't take damage within the next round or attack, then the rage will die.
I'll just hit part of my party.
Okay, sure.
I mean, I think it'd be the other way around. Would we know by now how his rage thing happens in the group?
Yeah, you
So
would have an
Lilith would
idea.
definitely smack the shit out of him before he gets to that point.
Thanks.
Well, you
I
could
guess.
either prepare to hit Kaneen, or you could prepare to hit the
Oh
bird.
no, I'm saying I'm preparing to hit the bird, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, if he rages, she'd be like, oh fuck, here we go again. God
Yeah,
damn
he's
it.
gonna go ahead and rage and then
Okay.
then prepare for the
Heard for the attack.
test.
Heard. What about Dr. Ray and Nevi? You're preparing anything, casting a mage armor or anything?
I'm gonna cast
Thinking?
True Strike on myself.
Okay.
On your next turn, you gain advantage onto your first attack roll.
Heard. All right, Nevi.
I would like to magically summon my spirit homie, and I would like it to be a hawk, please. Spirit
Okay.
Totem.
Heard. Yeah. Sounds like a fancy new thing.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
For spirit homie.
Spirit homies. Love it.
We got all
All
the
right.
daddies and homies.
So, the burb gets within range, so everyone who has something holds, go ahead and roll it. You do have disadvantage on all attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws since you're cursed.
Yep.
This is fine.
Balance is out for me. Yay, rage.
So, just so you're aware, you do have disadvantage on everything.
So that's what
Congrats.
Chris does. Like
Yep.
everything?
Ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws. So basically everything.
90% of everything.
Yeah, 90% of the game you have disadvantage
Cool.
on for the next 24 hours.
Yeah. I'm very
So-
glad I decided to rage then.
What am I rolling for Spirit Totem? What does that fall under?
Oh, shit, never mind.
Let me look at your hawk spirit. So if someone is around you, you can use your reaction to grant advantage on the attack roll, which would make it sum 0 because everybody has disadvantage at this point. And everybody has advantage on perception checks while they're within the aura, which is a 30-foot radius.
Sweet.
So, that would mean let's do Lilith's Eldritch Blast first.
Of course, it has to be me first. So tonight, it is sweet heat bread and butter pickle juice.
Yum.
Oh.
Wow.
Because there's still some mustard seeds in it too.
Oh, yum. Texture.
Delicious.
Gotta love the
I love it.
disadvantage.
Yes.
I-
Shot.
That sounds amazing.
So,
I mean, it's actually really tasty, but once it hits the back of the throat,
Mm.
yeah.
oh, there's the seed.
up. Count the heat.
No.
That's what he said. There's the seed.
There's
Um,
the seed.
When the seed hits the back of your throat, is that
Yep,
the joke?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's a jizz joke. You got it right. We're very classy. It's in our name.
I feel like I need to
Um,
refill this because I don't think this is going to be the first time I get nat 1.
Probs not. So, Lilith, you lob that spirit energy at this weird burb thing, but the weird burb thing is like slightly also cloud, and where you thought was its body is actually just this misty cloud kind of trailing off of it, and it just passes through unharmed.
That's my shtick.
Sorry. So Kaneen.
16.
16 to hit. That does hit.
Yeah, I did realize that the only thing that I don't get from Rage with Strength is the attack, but
Correct.
I do have a +6 to hit with this maul, so even with disadvantage, it's still pretty decent.
Yeah, there you go. It still hits.
I'm
So
disappointed because I hit a 19. Can I have that instead? Oh, never mind, it hits. Sorry.
no.
How does the weapon work is my real question.
So you are going to get your normal damage, and then you can add a D4 to it. But you attach 2 daggers, right?
Yes.
Okay. So upon a hit, I need a D100 rolled, and that's going to determine if one of the daggers breaks.
Oh no.
You know what? I'm just counting that as me tying him really well if the dagger is going to break. So I'll go ahead and do the D100 first, or do you want damage first? Or do you...
Doesn't matter. Half does one or the other.
20 flat.
For the D100.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry,
I
yes.
was like 20 damage. Jesus Christ.
I mean, it is a maul. Like, that is feasible.
Go, Kaneen, go! Smack this get out of it!
So the dagger, whenever you smack it, seems to come loose, and now it is stuck in the hide of this thing.
So one dagger is now stuck.
In the creature, yes, and
Okay.
the other one is still there. So go ahead and roll the damage, though.
Okay, so that was normal damage plus D4.
Yes.
Okay.
If you say 20, I'm gonna come through the screen and beat your ass.
In theory, at max damage with this current setup, I could roll up to a 22.
Nice.
I only rolled a 15 though.
Okay, good.
I was kind of hoping to hit 20 though.
I don't have to come through the screen and beat your ass. Good. Good night. I'd be like, you haven't had a fight since college until now, bitch. Here I come. Hello,
I'd watch that.
motherfucker.
That'd be fun. Yeah, I'd watch that.
Yeah, so you whack this weird bird thing as it swoops in close to you all, and your dagger kind of gets stuck in its side, but you do a decent chunk of damage to it. As it gets close, though, I need everybody to roll a Constitution save throw.
Hey.
As it lets
Was that
out
a disadvantage?
And that's a disadvantage, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
As it lets out a terrible, awful shriek.
What a punk.
Okay, so disadvantage, we roll it twice and take the lowest.
Take the lower, yeah.
Okay.
Can I use
Roll twice,
my
take the shit.
my
Sad.
GM inspiration? No, that doesn't. What did we say I had for this week? Was it like an
You have-
advantage?
You have GM inspiration,
Oh,
I
okay.
think,
Okay.
that you can use. I think that was what I said for your birthday, because it's
Yes.
your birthday.
Birthday.
I was like, you get a free GM inspiration, so then you can roll twice and take the higher. So this would be rolling 3 times and take the highest.
Oh, I would have been. Oh, okay, yeah. So roll 3 times, take highest.
If you want to use it now.
Yeah, these sorts of things always seem like they have really high consequences.
Okay.
Well, the highest is a nat 20,
Great.
so I will take that.
Okay. Yeah. Would you like the positive benefit, or would you like
Hell
me-
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Bad consequences. Might as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so nat 20 for Dr. Ray. Kadeen, what is your constitution save?
12.
12. Nevi.
I would like to take the second one, but I got 11.
I'm sorry. And Lilith.
Mm-hmm.
Again, Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
wow.
Wow.
Buddy.
Sodium.
You're gonna bloat tonight.
Wow, the second one, it's magic. It changed.
Did
How?
it get better or worse?
Dear.
Better.
Oh, that's like drinking normally. It gets better the more you drink.
Yeah.
Terrible at first, but then it gets better. Except for shots, those just stay terrible to me. They
True.
never get
Sad.
better.
Yeah.
Ever. So as it swoops by, it emits this awful ear-piercing shriek, and Dr. Prey, being you just kind of shriek back at it, and somehow in doing so, it seems to like cancel it out.
It's the right it's the same frequencies.
The right
or it's like one is the
frequency.
high and one is the low.
Yeah, it's the right tone, the right string that you pluck there. And it manages to vibrate just right, where almost like a sonic field encapsulates the group. And even though literally everybody else failed miserably, you protected them.
Are you saying that Dr. Ray just harmonized with a screeching bird?
Yes, I am.
Kind of like how noise canceling headphones work.
Yes,
I mean,
exactly.
it makes sense with Dr. Ray being a bard. So I mean,
And
Oh.
a scientist. I have a doctorate in physics
okay,
and audiology.
darling, it's not
All
right
right,
now. There's a
let's
flying
roll.
bird attacking us right now.
Let's roll initiative. Initiative is an ability check, by the way, so you do have disadvantage on it.
Yeah.
Initiative is technically a dexterity check.
This is my second
Oh my
session in a row
fucking
where
god, no!
Another
disadvantage
one?
on everything.
I'm sorry. I'm not, but I'm sorry.
Oh.
Okay. Let's 25 to 20. 81. No. Ooh, fun. 19 to 15. Dr. Ray.
16.
16. At 16. Great. 14 to 10. No. Great. 9 to 5. Hey, Debbie.
7.
7. All right, Kaneen?
That'd be a 2.
2.
Ah.
Lilith.
2.
Also a 2. Who has the better dex, or who wants to go first? I don't care if you want one of you to go first over the other.
You go first. And Lilith would just pukes off to the side.
All right, Kaneen. Don't do that in front of me this night, thank you.
Oh god.
And this, the night of food poisoning.
And with that, let's do another shot of pickle juice.
I didn't bring a cup.
Oh, that had a lot. Oh, there's a seed still.
Reminds me of college, just drinking gin or whatever straight off the bottle.
Well,
Okay.
at this rate, I should have got whiskey and just done some Nickelback shots.
Nickelback shots, not
Nickelback.
pickleback.
Pickleback.
Nickelback shots. They're different.
It's when you do a pickleback while looking at a photograph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you laugh.
Amazing.
All right. So the creature is going to head and swooping back around, and it is going to come back within close range, and it is going to make its 2 attacks.
Ew, seems selfish.
Okay. And then okay. So it is going to make 1 at Kaneen and 1 at Dr. Ray. The bite is going to be first at Kaneen. This die does not like you all this evening.
Great.
That is a 27 to hit.
Wow.
No, actually, it doesn't.
Oh yeah, you know.
I took a feat for like
Um,
if it's over 20, it doesn't hit me. It's the weirdest thing. It was a homebrew thing. Hope that's okay.
So that is 19 piercing damage
I'm
Oh.
glad that wasn't me.
That's
And-
a bunch.
8 necrotic damage as the
Oh.
wound begins to fester.
Oh,
Boy, I
dear.
wish I'd gotten greater restoration.
Oh.
That's its
That's-
first
Okay.
attack.
That's
Here
over
comes
half my
its
health.
second. So now it is going to make a claw attack. You know, running's always an option. Just saying. That is going to be a 16 to hit Dr. Ray.
It does hit, yeah.
That does hit. Okay. So that is going to be 15 slashing damage,
Jesus.
and then 8 necrotic damage as the wound begins
Oh.
to fester.
Boy, we're just really doing good here. Mm-hmm.
27 points of damage.
Mm.
How does it attack? Does it like swoop through?
Yeah, so it's like swooping by, and passing by. So as it leaves your threat range, you do get an attack of opportunity.
Good. Good, because I want one.
Oh,
Whoever would like one and has a melee
Yeah.
weapon that they would like to
Yeah.
take a whack
Very
at
much
it.
so.
Yeah.
It's large, so it does get into all of your threat range as it does this. So the whole party, yes, can make an attack of opportunity.
Hell yeah.
Woohoo! Yay for Warcaster.
Oh. So you're gonna have to remind me because it's been a while since I've dealt with it. What is resistance is half damage, right?
Resistant, yes, it's half.
Okay. What was the piercing damage I took? 19, right? Yes. It was 19 and 8, 27 total.
Okay, thank you. I don't.
Sorry, yeah, I was
recall.
just sorry. It running off an old Dell processor up here.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're over 30 now. You're
round up.
ancient.
Round up or round down for that.
You round down.
Okay.
So let's go Lilith first for that attack of opportunity. Are you taking another shot? Jeez, can you get different dice, please?
Yeah, I
Thank
think
you.
maybe you
I
should roll
switched
with-
to different dice!
You
Okay.
should roll with almost anything else.
I think that maybe you need to go get holy water blessed by a druid and just like down it like shots in the moonlight and decontaminate yourself, because at this point it's your hands, not the dice.
Take off the hand.
Like,
What's
Well, then use
I've
some
lost
holy
count. Is that
water.
my third or fourth one I've done now? Third, right? I think it's
I
Third.
don't know. I'm glad that you're doing nasty ass
three.
pickle juice instead of alcohol, because then I would be afraid for your liver.
Yeah.
let's reach
okay,
into the
this
bag
happened
of
to me
holding
last
and
time.
All right,
we'll go with
Nevi.
you.
Okay, so with an attack of opportunity, can I still do a spell?
No, because you do not have the Warcaster feat. You have to have a specific feat for that. Unless you just chose it in this last level up. I didn't notice.
I don't know what that is.
Then
Okay.
you didn't do
I
it.
don't have it.
So you didn't do it. Check. Got it.
No.
So then it has to be a melee weapon attack.
I don't have a lot of that. I can bitch slap it or I can throw a dagger at it.
You have a dagger. You can
You
use
can
your
stabby
dagger
stab
to
it.
Stab
Yeah,
it.
stabby stab.
Is it close enough that I can stabby stab?
Yeah, that
Oh,
yeah. Attack of opportunities has to be a melee weapon attack, so it has to be close range.
Well, fantastic. So I've got 2 daggers, assuming one for each hand. So
You only get
stabby-
one though.
Ugh, lame. Okay.
Sorry, it's not a full action. It's just a single attack.
Okay.
Because you
so
like
now-
see an opening and you're like, haha, motherfucker, and that's it.
100% I want that on my coffee mug.
Haha, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Okay.
So make sure you also roll it with disadvantage. Roll twice, take the lower, because still cursed.
Oh, it could have been good.
I'm sorry.
Disadvantage says 8.
8. Unfortunately, 8 can't kind of pierce its tough hide as it goes by, and your dagger just bounces off. All right,
Is it
Kanee.
damaged by my disgust?
It looks a little disappointed in itself, but that's
It has
about
taken note.
Yeah. Kaneen.
That'd be a 17, but
Ah.
you're curse did kill my nat 20, which is very disrespectful.
So sorry.
Pretty
It wasn't
damn
my
bad.
curse. I would like to point out I didn't roll that. That was Dr. Ray's curse. I'm gonna blame you guys.
Hello, bust.
What'd I do?
You rolled the d8 that got the curse.
Oh,
Yeah, how dare you?
bad.
I mean, I
My
rolled the
bad.
d8 that brought the bird, but the curse is the worst.
You know.
So I have the orphans to blame for all of this.
It's
You'll
true.
be blamed for something else later.
That checks out.
I'll pass that on to somebody else.
The
Oh,
orphans
sure.
that are blamed seem to be the overall
Yeah.
group motto.
Blame
Yeah.
the orphans.
An accurate one, unfortunately.
Can we have a musical number at some point during this season? Blame the
Yes.
orphans.
Sure, yeah, great. It's sung to the tune of Kill the Beast.
Yeah.
All right, so that definitely hits Kaneen.
Instead of kill the beast, it's our parents are deceased.
That's good. That's a good one. That's a good one. So yeah, go ahead and roll your damage. You still have one dagger on there, so you do get the d4 from that dagger. Just go ahead and also roll me a d100 to see if you still have the dagger.
16 points of damage.
16, hurt.
I'm crawling up to that 20. I hope I don't have enough attacks left to get there, but I'm getting there. And the D100. 30.
30. So the dagger wobbles in place and it doesn't come out, but it looks like the next time it takes a hit, it is far more likely to go bad.
Cool, I'll just have to roll higher that time then. I just want to point out the last time I rolled a nat 20 and it didn't give me any advantages.
The last time you didn't roll
Yeah,
a
it
nat
was
20?
I did too. On the D100, I rolled a nat 20.
That's not how that works. You can't roll a nat 20 on a D100.
You say that.
It would have to be a nat 100.
But I mean, there's a
It's
lower
the
chance
top
of nat
end of
20
the dice.
on a D100. I'm just
No,
pointing
there's the exact same amount of chance for a nat 20 and a nat 100 on a D100.
1 out of 20 versus 1 out of 100.
Nope, that's not how that works. This is
Pretty
not.
sure.
This is not how statistics works.
Well, I have a degree in English, not math, so.
Everyone can tell.
Oh.
Says the person who has problems adding.
Yeah, it's
all
16
right.
points of damage, and it's dead, right?
No, it is super not dead.
Oh, I'm
but
sure
is-
it looks perfectly fine.
it's hurt.
Yeah,
It's
it's like,
blood.
I like
Are we talking
it's
about
hurt.
its feelings?
Yes, its feelings are certainly hurt.
Good.
All right, Dr. Ray, what was your attack of opportunity?
So my my true strike gave me advantage on that.
So it would
do
be
you
a
want me
straight
to
roll.
just once? Okay. I'm going with my new spear this time. That's a 17.
17 certainly hits. Yeah.
Excellent. And I'm doing it two-handed. Can I do that with an attack of opportunity?
Yes, you can.
Great. 6 spear damage.
6 piercing damage. Hurt.
That makes cool. Look at the bludgeoning, right?
No, that would be the quarterstaff. All right, so you give it a good like poke with the spear, and it does a little bit more damage, but it seems pretty decently okay. After that swoop, it does fly 40 feet away from you guys to begin to round and set itself to come back for another swoop. So Dr. Ray, it is currently 40 feet away.
I'm a little confused. It was described as both a bird and like a gaseous cloud. Was the cloud a metaphor or is it actually a cloud?
No, it literally has like a trailing gaseous cloud behind it.
Okay. But weapons can clearly attack it, so I'm not going to worry.
It
anymore.
has a hide that you all have hit, but it also has an extension of itself that seems to be this strange gaseous cloud.
I have not hit it.
You have seen other people hit it.
False.
So, in the spot in the space where it is now, or is it taking like a consistent route such that I could plant something in its path and it would pretty reliably hit it?
So far, it's only kind of like come at an angle, swooped by, and then set itself up and then come back at a different angle. It seems to be like taking like different paths depending on who it's attacking.
Okay, so it's not like going in a circle or going back to one home base.
Yeah, no, it's not going back to the same point every time. It's doing a consistent like swoop pass and attack and then getting far away, kind of like up and away from you all.
Great, that changes my plans. I'm gonna cast Shatter.
Okay. That is a Constitution save on its part, right?
Yes,
Okay.
DC 13.
Okay. That is a 8, so that definitely fails.
Nice. All right, so that's 3d8 thunder damage, I believe. Where'd all my d8s go? There they go. All right.
Into the void.
Yeah,
That's where they went.
3, 7, and 6. So that's 16 thunder damage.
16. Heard.
And with my bonus action,
It's starting to look a little rough, little injured. Kind
nice.
of flapping a little sideways after that.
I'm gonna give an inspiration to Lilith.
Okay. And you're at a D6 right now or a D8?
I believe D6, but it does have, when being used, the weird potential mode of potential thing.
Yes.
So
So,
right
yeah.
now you got a sparkly, I don't know, a sparkly ball. I turn it red because I think that's what the goth kids like.
This is what the goth children like, red.
And
So, yeah,
remind me
you-
once again, the sparkly red ball, the moat. What does the moat do?
If you roll an ability check, you can do it with advantage.
Mhm.
If it's an attack roll, if it fails on you roll a Constitution saving throw in addition, or it rolls a Constitution saving throw. When you add it to an attack roll, rather, it has to beat a DC of 13 or take thunder damage equal to the number that you roll on the inspiration die. And if you use it on a saving throw, you gain temporary hit points equal to the number rolled on the die plus 3.
Okay.
So you can choose, depending on what you
Yeah.
use it on, if you
Yeah.
use it on an ability check, an attack roll, or a saving throw, it has different properties that are added to it
Yeah. So
that
that's
are in addition.
Right
it's
on.
a lot, but you get
Yeah.
a lot of choice.
Yeah,
so.
just whenever you decide to use it, let the table know so we can tell you what the additional effect is.
Yep. Heard.
Okay, so that is your bonus action. Would you like any movement?
No.
Okay, you're gonna stay in the group.
Yeah.
Okay. Nevi, it is your turn. It is currently 40 feet away.
Is it too late to do Pass Without a Trace?
It's not too late to cast it, but it's not really going to help you guys unless you attempt to, like, hide from here, depending on what you guys are planning on doing.
And you feel like killing it, or do you want to hide from it?
It's starting to look a little rough, so.
Oh, I plan on killing this.
Okay, fantastic. Great.
I want to kill it. Sounds wonderful.
Okay, that's going to change things. So.
Oh my god, all my
I
notes.
would like. Sorry,
What was that?
20 feet away from it is me.
It's 40 feet away.
Okay. Can I rock entanglement? Is it too high up to?
It is currently, like, in the air, probably about 20 feet-ish up.
Did that work from a tree? I don't know how the spell works.
There's not a tree nearby. This is
Okay.
kind of like a barren wasteland
Right.
of
I'm
an
still
area.
figuring out the spell too, so.
There's
You're good.
another spell though down the road that you'll want to look into that is purposely sent for flying creatures. So
Okay. At
Your
Right.
produce flame would be able to hit it if you would like to
Okay.
use that.
Would it be better to produce flame or heal the poisoned homies?
No one's poisoned. The necrotic damage was just additional.
Oh.
No one's poisoned.
But Kaneen did take a healthy chunk.
Everyone
Yeah.
took a good amount of damage out of the two of them that got hit, so.
Yeah.
I'm down to 12. What about you?
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm raging, so I actually have resistance. So
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I
Kaneen
wasn't
looks pretty
nearly as
good.
bad.
Dr.
Yeah.
Ray's pretty bloodied.
Okay.
Dr. Ray doesn't look like they could survive another hit and not get knocked the fuck out.
Abby's gonna scoot over to Dr. Ray and cast Healing Spirit.
Okay.
Oh, cute.
So?
What's your spirit again?
It's just a little fae, just a sweet
Aw.
little ethereal being, kind of a bluish whitish light.
Oh,
So
it's very
that's
Studio
going.
Ghibli.
That's going to be a D6 of healing.
Okay.
Go ahead and
I'm
roll a
not
D6.
doing this
Nice.
with anything else, right?
No,
Okay. It's a whopping 4.
That's
4.
fine.
So you get 4 health points back.
Yeah, that's helpful.
Okay.
16 looks a lot better than 12.
Yay!
Thank you.
And so that's one of your 5 heals that you get with your healing spirit. So you have 4 more left before they disappear.
So, do I need to mark it in the second level slot?
Yeah, so you'll want to go ahead and hit cast on the healing spirit.
Okay. Just.
And so it marks off the spell slot. And then the amount of times you have to use the healing, you'll just have to keep track of yourself. Because you get 1 plus your spellcasting modifier. And your spellcasting modifier is 4, so you get 5 rounds of healing. So
Amazing.
now you have 4 left.
Jazzed.
It's a good spell.
Thank you.
Yep, you're good. All right, so that is your action. Is there a bonus action or movement that you would like to use?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay. Great. Kaneen, we are to you. It is 40 feet away.
Ooh. That's not terribly useful for me. I think the best I have is a spear. I guess technically the long distance is 60, but that's...
You could also hold an action.
Yeah, I mean, it's also my moon touch spear that I, fought a shark for, and I don't really want to throw it.
That's valid.
I will... What sort of, in this realm of action economy, what sort of action, can I, like... From the best way to word this without it being weird.
I love this already.
It's not as interesting as it's gonna sound, as it's trying to formulate it. Can I cut myself as a bonus action?
Sure.
Question, and we do not support that here.
It depends on
see,
what
that
you're
is
doing.
why.
It depends on what you're doing as your action.
I would like to hold my action to.
So holding your
in the
action,
face?
no, because holding your action is a bonus action.
See, that's where this gets complicated.
So technically, choosing to hold your action is using your bonus action to hold the action.
Oh, okay. I guess we're gonna play the gambit then. I'm going to hold my action to smack this bird, and then look
Okay.
over at Lilith and say, "I need you to cut me a little bit."
All right,
You went to the right one.
cool. So
I know my target audience.
that's your action. Your bonus action. You have movement if you would like to use it.
No, I'm just gonna stand here and hope that the moody teenager takes the opportunity to stab the guy or
Okay, cool.
cut the guy. I believe was my terminology.
I mean, same diff.
I'm just trying not to lose my rage here, okay?
Do you
Okay.
lose it if you don't get
If
injured?
I don't attack or take damage in a round,
Oh,
I was gonna
okay.
hit myself. But the problem is I can't hit this thing until it comes through, so I have to hold an action, which takes up most of my action economy.
You've
to do that
technically
one thing.
taken damage this round. Because the round starts and ends with you for your round.
That's fair. After
So.
Kaneen says that and is ready, he's gonna think for a second. Wait, no, never mind. Don't do it. Don't do it.
She slides the dagger that's already like up against your back.
Super ready to stab.
I got the order. I'm not used to rolling a 1 on initiative. And
No,
being
you're good.
this far
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, because technically that's the end of the turns for the round, but
Right.
your round for the sense of raging starts and begins with you. So you've technically started a new rage round. So either in the next circle before it gets back to you, you have to take damage or attack.
Yeah.
So.
Hold that thought, Lily. We'll see.
Oh, she's so gonna stab you now.
All right, so that's Kaneen's turn. Lilith, it is your turn.
She's been told to stab somebody. But
Wait,
she
don't.
sees, yeah, she sees the bird though, and she saw what just happened. Panic ensues. She grabs Eleanor. Do your thing. All of you hear this lullaby-like voice come from Eleanor. Say, I put a spell on you. Its eye flickers red, and the symbol crest of the Bathory family flashes across the beast. I just hexed it.
Nice. Which hex?
It's all the same.
I do put a disadvantage on one of its thingamabobs.
Yeah, so it's an ability check that you choose. So you can either choose strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, or charisma. It's an ability check, not saving throws.
Okay. Let's do strength, just in case good old Kaneen here has something up his sleeve that I don't know. He surprised me sometimes.
I could try to wrestle it, I guess.
Wrestle it. Wrestle it, okay? And then with my action, after hexing it, hug it. Eleanor bitch rips the soul from her face and launches yet another Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Disadvantage. I'm going to use that inspiration. So I'm using Bard Inspiration for attack.
On an attack. So the target is going to have to make a Constitution saving throw, or it will take extra thunder damage on top of the regular damage. So it will make its Constitution saving throw, which it fails miserably because I rolled a natural 4. So then you're going to deal also thunder damage equal to the number rolled on your Bardic Inspiration die.
Finally. I think it's just when panic flashes over Lilith, does she do really well? Words can't come out of my mouth. Because I rolled with disadvantage 19.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that hits.
Yes, it certainly hits.
We'll do the thunder damage first, I guess, which is 6 damage. I rolled max.
Nice.
Nice.
Then let's do the damage from Lilith. That is going to be 11 damage.
Okay.
And then it's going to be 2 frost damage.
Okay.
And then it's going to be 5 necrotic damage from the hex.
Holy shit. So that was just 4 different types of damage?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Because the Eldritch is force, then you had the cold, then you had the necrotic from the hex, and then you had the thunder from yours.
Oh. Nice.
So it is looking rough after taking that pummeling. It is not doing good at all.
Oh fuck, it's gonna come after me now.
Is that all for your turn?
Can I hide behind Kaneen?
That is not how your race works, so no.
He is a...
You are not a halfling, so no.
Which direction is it coming from? Is it coming from in front of me? I just want to like just shift a little bit so I'm like standing behind Kaneen. I know it won't give me any advantage to cover, but hopefully it sees him first before he sees me.
I'm
Before we try the
assuming
Shark.
that as it has swooped and turned directions in order to hit it, you're not throwing Eldritch Blasts over your shoulder, so you've
Yeah,
had
no.
to have turned to face it. So it is
Yeah,
front of
I
you.
just want to move around so that I'm behind, like put Kaneen
Okay.
and myself. Yeah.
It flies, so there's that. But
Yeah,
okay.
I know. I'm also a child. So I am just thinking, put Brute in front of me.
Okay. Great. So that is Lilith's turn. It is now its turn.
Smash it.
Okay. It is going to dive down and make its 2 attacks. Kaneen, go ahead and release your held action.
I smash it. I still have disadvantage.
Yep, still with disadvantage. That's still the thing.
That was a 19.
Uh-huh. And the second one is?
Probably less than that,
Probably.
but not too bad. That was a 16. So that's 22. I'll take those
Yep,
rolls.
certainly hits.
Don't need a.
You also
Yeah,
do the D4
dagger,
because
yeah.
it's still attached, but then I need the D100 after to see if it stays attached.
79 for that.
79. Yep, firmly
That was
attached.
actually my damage.
No, it certainly was not. I disbelieve.
You can't see the dice I'm rolling, so.
I know
Yeah.
what the maximum that you can do is because I know how math works.
It's 19 though. This dice
19.
20. I'm
You're
gonna
getting
be
closer.
right away.
How do you want to do this?
Yay!
Yay!
I wanted to get to 20.
Because
Oh,
you want me
I-
to come through the screen and fight you.
By the way, that last one I did 24 damage.
Uh,
Not a hero.
I mean, honestly, I'm thinking simple enough. I mean, like old school, like Hulk Avengers,
Ooh.
the first one. Just as it comes down, just smash, fold over.
Love it.
Nice.
Yeah.
You make it a burb omelet. Smash it, and it just kind of collapses on itself, and you're like, dinner.
I like to pull my other dagger out of it.
Yeah, sure. So you go ahead and get your dagger back.
And from that, our own Steph has released the Chaos Gremlin on us.
Rude.
She's like,
Because Neil asked.
The most rude. Well,
Steph, you're working for us.
while you roll that D100.
Yeah.
As you, the Gloomstalker like folds over on itself and dies, you begin to hear thunder in the distance and rain begins to fall.
Can I loot it to see if there's anything worth taking?
But that's
Sure.
the thing. I was like, is there anything on this thing?
Yeah.
Roll investigation check.
I have never seen a 2 rolled on this before.
A 2.
A 2 on our chaos
Yeah.
table. And you all die. Aww.
All right.
Ooh.
What was the investigation?
Oh, this is with disadvantage, right?
Yes.
I like how you said that.
Mhm.
Yes.
That is a 12.
12. Okay, so you kind of search to see if there's anything else kind of stuck in the hide of this creature. And you don't see anything. As you kind of are looking over the hide, that kind of like cloud bit that's coming off of it is still producing these fumes, and you have to cover your mouth over them. Roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
I will do that. I will also take another vial and try to capture some of the fumes.
Okay, yeah, go for it. You definitely get a vial full of fumes.
So as they
19.
roll. Oh, that was quick.
19? Yeah, so you're able to get like a cloth covering your mouth fast enough, and it is no problem for you. And GM disadvantage, you are the Chaos Gremlin.
I feel like Steph's like, we get disadvantage, you get disadvantage.
We have disadvantage.
Just go.
The night of disadvantages.
Okay, Steph, roll me a d4.
Oh.
I have to do it in the program, or do I do it?
No, you can just do it yourself.
Okay.
Because normally I would do it myself, but like you're here, so.
3.
A 3.
I don't
Okay.
like how your eyes got big like that.
Okay, so as you all are kind of perusing the bodies and looking things over, suddenly, even though it is currently raining, Nevi, you burst into flames.
What?
And you are
What?
currently on fire.
What?
And you take
I forgot
9
sunscreen
fire
today.
damage.
Oh my god.
Did you just inadvertently set yourself on magical fire?
Yeah.
And these things, they happen, okay? Warning.
I like reach for your first aid kit and look to see if there's one of those space blanket things that you use to put out a fire.
It's on fire itself.
I just grab the bag of biscuits and whip it at Lilith.
Save the cookies!
Oh, Pete just burned the witch.
Pete!
Rude. How rude. So, Dr. A, you take the time to, like, put Nevi out. So, Nevi, you do not take even more fire damage after that.
Stop, drop, and roll. I learned first aid at the Orphan Community Center. I start to try to perform CPR, and then I'm like, wait, not the time, not the time.
Wrong one.
Oh my
I
god.
do not need mouth to mouth.
Not yet.
Wink, wink. If you guys keep this up, you will. All right. So the rest of the day after that, yes.
Can I take part of the bird bat things, like wing skin stuff? The hide seems a little bit trickier, but I just want to like the flappy bit.
Yeah, sure. You can take some flappy bit. Roll a survival check to see how good of hide you can get. I also need a Constitution saving throw for inhaling fumes.
What if I hold my breath?
It's going to take you a long while to get this accomplished.
I have disadvantage.
Yup.
That's the second nat 20 this has cost me.
I'm gonna give him an inspiration.
Okay.
Just in
That's
case
a-
you need this.
12 for the Constitution check,
Okay.
and for survival, that is 15.
15. Okay. So you're able to kind of hold your breath and then like dip in and out of the fumes to get this done. So you don't take any adverse effect there. And getting the bit of wing out, you get a pretty solid piece of hide. It's probably about 2 feet by 3 feet of hide.
Does it have the gaseous stuff leaking out of it? Like, do we need to wrap it extra, or is it just like...
As you cut it away, it seems to slowly be subsiding on both the body and this bit of hide. It just seems to be what was left over from whenever the creature was alive. It's not continuing to
do we know
produce
what this
it
thing
death.
is called?
You
Or am I
can
just
roll
putting that
either a
in?
nature check or a history check to see if you know anything about it.
An
I call it
intelligence check
dead.
or an intelligence check?
It's okay, you've got an inspiration.
I don't know what you're proficient in and what you're not, and I'm not gonna go poking
Not
at your character sheet.
intelligence.
You have an inspiration, and if you choose to use it on your ability check, you can roll it a second time and choose which inspiration to use.
Advantage.
Inspiration advantage, not
Yeah, you know what,
D20
we're gonna-
advantage.
I mean,
but...
I don't know. I guess nature? I don't... But
Okay.
like, it's the same disadvantage. It's the same -1 either way, so...
Yeah, sure.
Okay. That one would have been nice. Yeah, I'm gonna go and use that inspiration.
Sure, yeah.
It's a d6.
You can roll that d6
Well,
twice and take the higher.
I mean, I just rolled a 6 in the first one, so that would
Nice.
be
Okay, great.
that Plus that, minus that. 12?
12. So you don't remember the exact name of this creature, but having been pretty well traveled, you are familiar with that in the Wastes of Jorhas there are these gigantic monstrous bird creatures that roam, that are actually from another plane.
Cool. Is the mist still in my vial, or is that empty
It is
now?
still in your vial.
Okay.
Not gonna get near that. Not gonna touch it.
I'm just gonna put bat, bird, wing, hide. Other
Sure,
plane.
yeah.
Yeah, seems that good enough.
You do you, all of you.
I mean, I took the ability score improvement, and in theory, I could have gotten rid of one or maybe both of my negatives if I played it right.
But you chose not to.
Well, yeah, I mean, I could bump up my Constitution and Wisdom, to boost those up instead because they were at odd numbers. It just,
Real Sophie's
who
choice
needs
there.
intelligence and charisma? Nane's got that oozing out of him, so it's fine.
Clearly, with his -1 oozing.
Ew.
All right, so the rest of the evening, you all kind of slog through this rain and eventually find like a bit of ruins where it has a stone outcropping that is blocking most of this driving sideways rain. It's a pretty miserable rest of the evening and night. You do get a full night's rest, so go ahead and mark a long rest, and you are no longer considered cursed, so no more
Yay.
disadvantages for now.
No more spontaneous flames.
For now.
I mean, that was totally on you, boo.
Yeah, that was just you reaping your own rewards.
I wanted to see
cool.
what would happen.
You played a
like-
dumb game and you got a dumb result.
It was really
That checks
picturesque.
out.
It was like the cover of Pink Floyd's "Wish You Were Here" album with the
There you
Burning
go.
Man on the front. It was great. It was
Disappointed that none of you made s'mores.
You had all the material to make it.
It was a snacksident.
I love that. All right, great. So the next day, you all wake up and begin to head out. I have had a roll from the orphans. I need the non-orphans to choose which one of you are rolling a d8.
Lilith will go ahead.
Okay.
8.
8. The next day, you all wake to kind of just a normal day in the wastes, being dreary and mostly overcast, but thankfully no rain this time. But as you continue, the wastes begin to kind of open up the skywise into this bright sunny day, which is surprising and rare. What is everyone's passive perception? I should probably have your sheets up, but yeah. That requires me to have even more windows. I already have so many.
You could just ask. We'll give.
So Dr. Ray, what's yours?
21.
Of course it is. Yeah. Stupid. Kaneen,
13.
13. Heard. Nevi.
Okay, so
On the left side of your screen, underneath the Constitution, there should be 3 numbers. One says passive wisdom. That's the one that you want.
that it's just that number.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, 14.
Okay. And Lilith?
Fuck mornings. I'm not a morning person. I want everything dead. 11.
Okay. So Dr. Ray, you are the only one that can see about a half mile down the road. You see a large cloud of dust being kicked up, and it is moving towards you all.
I point this out. That's cool. Looks like somebody's headed our way. Seems like there's gonna be another encounter.
Is there a place for us to hide?
You glance around, and it's pretty barren
Okay.
and open.
It's okay. I cast invisibility on Lilith. Does you
Ooh.
feel better now?
Yes.
Great.
She slowly is stepping away from the group. Not too far. I mean, I'm still staying in sight and within range of my spells and all that kind of stuff. And if something hits me, you know, they can come and rescue me. But, you know, if they see them, why do I get caught up in that?
Nevi just reaches out and grabs the back of your shirt and drags you back.
Don't make me do this again.
Look, you did it to your guide in the swamp. Now it's your turn.
Yeah, why are you doing this to everybody? Everyone's trying to get away, and Nevi's just like, nope.
So a couple of moments pass, and about in a minute, so long enough for the invisibility to wear off, because I think it only lasts 1 minute.
Worth it.
So it's about two-ish minutes later. This large group of humanoids come riding up on these kind of bedraggled-looking horses, and they quickly circle the group. And this grizzled man with a large, kind of scruffy beard, riding the best-looking horse here, a very large black war horse, kind of sneers at you all. All right, then, I'm the Kryn tax collector in these parts, and I need you all to cough up 25 gold for the road infrastructure tax.
See your
How
credentials.
many of there are there?
Do forgive me, everybody. She just looks to him. Eleanor. She looks down to her doll, looks to him, and goes, I don't think I've introduced myself. I am Lilith Bathory. It is okay if you don't understand, but I suggest you take yourself and your men and leave us be. And I will cast suggestion on them.
There are 11 total, Kaneen.
I'm talking...
the captain. But I was
Yeah.
answering the question that you interrupted.
Yeah.
So, all right, you're casting suggestion. Is that a wisdom save, an intelligence save?
It is a wisdom. 14.
Okay. That is a natural 19.
God, mother...
Well, you just look like a little girl to me out here on the roads using the infrastructure that we are here to collect taxes to prepare and fix.
Can I see your credentials? Basically, I want to detect. I forget. I'm brain farting. The detect lie, deception.
Insight?
Yeah, you don't need to make any check to realize these guys are not tax collectors. They're not wearing anything that looks like the Aurora Watch or any Kryn armor that you've ever seen. It is very clear that they are not real government officials in any sense of the word.
Yeah, but I still want to see them scramble.
Oh, you're asking to see
I'm
the
asking
credentials?
to see the
Okay.
credentials. Yeah.
I don't need to give any credentials whenever I am out here on my roads. These are my domain. And he's going to click his tug and rear his horse back. Let's loosen their purse strings, y'all. And I need everybody to roll initiative. Combat!
We're done with disadvantage, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
you do
we
not
are.
have disadvantage.
Thank you.
See, it makes it so much better for what you normally have. Really, I was giving you the gift of feeling better about the everyday and making the mundane
Aw.
brighter.
Oh, I love you.
I'm here to help.
Ah, yes, the gift of perspective.
Exactly. Okay, 25 to 20. Nope. Okay, 19 to 15. Hey, Nevi.
Ew! I
Oh.
got a 19.
19, Kaneen.
15.
15. I thought I saw Lilith as well.
15 as well.
Okay,
Wow.
Kaneen or Lilith, who wants to go first?
Smash. Lilith will always put Kaneen first.
So Kaneen first.
Except in social settings.
You're starting to learn. After this, I'll make sure that the Nevi gives you a biscuit.
Dr. Ray, what was yours?
14.
14. Okay. Okay,
Or
that brings
figuring
us.
this out, Effie's gonna slide a biscuit over to
That brings us to Nevi first.
Okay, so she is going to. How many guys are there?
There are 11 total.
Okay, and I'm assuming they're all relatively close proximity to us.
They're surrounding you in a circle.
Oh. Ubers. Okay.
Please.
In that case, I am going to. Can I just poison spray around, or is poison spray just like one?
So it is a range, I believe. Let me see about the spell. Oh, it's just one.
Oh.
A creature.
God.
So you got to pick a creature. There's like the captain, and then there's like 10 of his lackeys.
I'm guessing that would be the same for like Entangle. Pretty much anything Nevi does is going to be one, right?
Entangled is an area. So entangled is a 20-foot square.
And then that hinders us as well, though, right?
Depending on where you put it.
Ooh. All right. Can I build a little wall around us for Entangled? As long as they're in a circle, I'd like to catch them.
So you can't sculpt the spell to go around the circle, but you can catch probably about 4 of them, and you're entangled.
Feeling thwarted left and right here.
I'm sorry, they're set up in a way that's not great, and entangled is not a high-level spell, so you can't decide where you want it to go. It is a 20-foot square.
Okay. Then
There are some spells that you can sculpt, and they specifically say that you can choose the path that they take, but that's not the case with Entangled.
okay. I am going to use flame since I've just so recently been on fire.
Yeah, yeah.
And I go after the leader.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll the hit for him.
Are you kidding me? Got an 8.
Total to hit?
That was the hit. So I got
Yeah.
2 plus 6.
I was gonna say, because
I
you
got
have a pretty high bonus to that, so you must have rolled real low. An 8 unfortunately
I did.
misses. He kind of just dodges the flame as the horse comes back down. Surprisingly proficient on horseback. So that is your action. You have a bonus action if you would like to use it, or movement if you would like to move to the side or away from the group. Pretty much all you can do movement-wise is move to a side that would put you closer to a particular enemy and put you in melee. Because you're currently just out of melee.
I think I'm good for right now.
Cool. Kaneen, it is your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and ragey rage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just step up and come straight down onto the head honcho there.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
23.
Okay. Yeah, that certainly hits.
I still got the one dagger on it, right?
Yes.
I should have reattached my other dagger. I goofed. Sorry. There's a lot of weird math to add in. That's
You're good.
17.
17.
Mhm.
And roll me the D100 for your dagger.
Oh, right. Ooh. 47.
47. Okay, so the dagger still stays pretty firmly attached. No problems.
Holding on for its life.
Okay. That is your attack. When you used a rage for a bonus action, any movement beyond stepping up the 5 feet.
Ah.
Okay. Great. Lilith.
They're all, you said, within melee. Pretty much, they're on top of us, basically.
You're currently out of melee. There's currently like a 5-foot buffer between the center of the group and everyone else. So you would have to move up 5 feet to be in melee.
Okay. Line of sight and everything's fine, though, right?
Yeah, you're in the center of a big circle of
Yeah.
bad people.
Okay. Which way do I want to do this? Why not? We'll do this. Eleanor. And you hear from Eleanor, I hate it when they struggle. The captain's eyes blackened as it seeps from his eyes and begins to cover his entire body. I need him to do a wisdom save again.
Wisdom save. That's a natural 4.
He is paralyzed. I held him.
Okay, so it's hold person. Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. Alright.
Bonus action? Can I just say, tell Kanine, hit him, and I'll point towards the captain.
Yeah, sure.
I would tell him
okay.
to hold his
Hold
tongue,
it.
but I think he's already doing that.
Great. Dr. Ray.
I had something in mind, but then I realized that one of our party members does almost exclusively melee attacks, so Cloud of Daggers probably would not work. Because that attacks anybody. Like,
Around
if I
you.
were. Yeah.
It's centered on yourself.
But it's a 5-foot cube, right? So would that only attack the person in the cube or anybody in melee with them?
It would attack anyone in melee with you.
Oh, on myself. Oh, I thought it was on a target of your choosing.
Is it? I assumed that it was on yourself. Does it say
The
that
point
it's
you choose.
okay? So it's anything around that point for 5 feet. So within melee of that point, you could put it behind them if you wanted, and that wouldn't hit someone who is on the other side of them. So if you put it like the square directly behind 2 of them, it would just hit the 2 bandits and not anyone else.
Just stab him in the butt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Is there an open space like behind one of them and in front of another, or like ideally one with people on all 4 sides? But
Well, because they're in a circle around you guys, there's not going to be a way that you're going to get bandits on all 4 sides of that cube. It's going to be like a 2 situation no matter where you put it. Unless you put it specifically on a bandit that is not currently in melee with anyone. Which is possible, then you could get 3. Because if you put it centered on one of the bandits that is not in melee with Kanine, then you could get the bandit to the left and the right as well.
okay, yeah, let's do that one.
Okay. Great. So it just happens. Cool.
Yeah. So that is 4d4, or is that
yeah.
on their next turn, or?
No, when it enters the spell area for the first time or starts there. So the spell appears, that's entering the spell's area. So give me that 44.
So that's 4, 2, 4, and I have to roll one other again. 4, 2, 4, 1. So that's 11.
11. So you drop this spell centered on one, and it just starts ripping them to shreds, and it just completely murders them. And their horses that are spooked and are just like riding off with the dead bodies like sloping down off of them, because the horses are near dead as well, and they're not gonna stay there for that.
Good. I didn't want to kill the horses, so I'm glad they're still alive.
I mean,
It's a win-win situation.
Yeah. They
So,
didn't ask for this.
there are now
Solution.
7 bandits. And the captain. Great. Can you move that at all? No, it doesn't move.
All right.
Okay.
Well, still.
I mean, it took care of 3 bandits, so...
It did. Yeah, I was just seeing if it was like a moonbeam where you can move it as a bonus action on your turns. But it does not appear to be. Great. So that is your action. Is there any bonus action or movement that you would like to use?
I will grant Nevi an inspiration. Because she has not had one yet, I don't think, today.
Oh, cool.
She deserves one.
You get an inspiration. You get an inspiration.
Yeah.
Damn right.
It's
And
the whole
that's
point
it.
of a bard.
I'm not gonna move. I'm good.
Okay.
So that's
Great.
it.
That is Dr. Ray's turn. It is the captain's turn finally. And he is held, so he's going to make another wisdom saving throw at the end of his turn. That is going to be a 14.
Meets to beat.
So he goes ahead and manages to kind of release the spell on himself and starts moving around, kind of twirling his shoulder, and you know it's been broken. Womp womp.
That's a shame because that spell's the only one who would ever hold him.
Yeah.
2 psychic damage.
I-
Not to him, to you. For the bad joke.
Orphans. We know what it's like.
All right, great. So that is his turn. It is the rest of the bandits' turn. They are going to move up, and that is, we got rid of 3, so 9 and D10. Great. They're going to move up and start slashing at you guys. You that are left. So that's 5, 6, 7. Why does it have to be an odd number? And I just can't give you 2 apiece. So first it's going to be 2 slashing at Dr. Ray. That is going to be, for the first one, measly 9 to hit.
That does not hit.
Great. The second one's going to fire his crossbow. That is going to be a 21 to hit.
It does. When does
Okay.
a reaction happen?
Depends on what you're using it for.
All right, so I have one that I'm going to do after I take damage from this guy. So,
Okay.
Vengeful Assault, when you take damage from a creature in range of a weapon you're wielding, you can use a reaction to make an attack with the weapon against the creature.
Cool. So that is going to be 9 piercing damage with his crossbow.
Gross. So, okay. How far away is he? 40 feet?
No, he's 10 feet away from you.
Oh, it's not a problem. I'm just gonna chuck my spear at him then.
Yeah, sure.
It's in range where I can pick it back up.
Yeah.
That is a dirty 20.
Yeah, certainly hits.
Great. 3 throwing damage.
Great, 3 piercing damage. Gotcha. So I mean, he's not doing amazing with that. So definitely hurt him a lot. That's that. Kaneen, 2 are going to attack you as well. The first one with a scimitar. That is going to be a 12 to hit.
Nope.
Second one with the crossbow. That is going to be a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Apparently they suck with scimitars, but they're really good with crossbows. They need to stick to them, I guess. That's going to be 4 piercing damage. Halved because you're raging to 2.
Yep, so that's going to be 2 piercing damage.
Alright, that's their turn.
Blow.
Nevi. So the 2 are going to attack you. First one with the scimitar, that is going to be a 15 to hit.
So if it's exactly 15,
Then
that hit
they
me?
succeed in hitting. Yeah.
jerks.
So yeah, that
Okay.
hits. Needed to beat it.
Nevi's so polite. Jerks.
That's going to be 3 slashing damage. And then the second one's going to fire their crossbow. This guy's not great at it, though. That's a 12 to hit, so that would miss. And then the last...
Mock him openly, then?
Okay, great. Yeah, me too. The last one is going to attack Lilith, and that is, with the crossbow, and that is going to be a 22 to hit.
Yes.
Cool. And then that is going to be a whopping 2 piercing damage because I rolled a fucking 1. Great. That is the bandit's turn.
Oh, what the fuck? Would you seriously shoot a little girl like me?
Yes. Nevi, it is your turn. 800%. Yes, they would.
I will take note of that.
Great.
They don't give a shit.
Can I just poison spray?
Yeah, sure. Which one?
I like that one. Who's healthiest?
Definitely the captain.
Great. I want him.
He's the hardiest out of all of them. All right.
Just like him enormously.
Is that a saving throw for him, or?
That's a 14.
Okay, what type of saving throw? Constitution, strength, dexterity?
Constitution.
Constitution, okay. That is going to be a 9.
I hit him?
Yep, you got him.
Yeah!
You did not succeed.
Yay!
So go ahead and roll the damage.
Alright, well that's not super impressive. It's a 4.
Hey, 4 something.
Yeah.
I hit him.
Yeah.
Better than
Matters.
not. Great. So he inhales and starts like coughing violently as this cloud of poison enters his lungs. That is your action. Is there a bonus action or movement you would like to use?
No, not at this point.
Okay. Great. Kaneen.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him.
Okay. Yeah, the captain again?
Yep.
Okay, heard.
Big smash.
Big smash.
Big smash. Calling it. 24 for big smash.
24 certainly hits. Yeah, big smash.
Big smash. Big smash. Big smash.
This is just how Kaneen now talks was. Instead of I am Groot, it's Big Smash.
Big smash.
Looks at girl, Big Smash.
It's applicable to any situation.
That is a 19.
19 damage. Jesus Christ on a cracker.
Nice.
I'm telling you, these daggers are working out well. I'll also roll my 100.
Please, thank you. That was going to be the next words out of my mouth hole.
70.
Till they like
70.
break off and fling into your eye or something.
So the dagger kind of gets pushed back further into the wood, and now it seems pretty solidly embedded in there.
Mm.
So now it seems like it's going to be harder to remove it.
Yeah.
Cool. That is all for your turn, Kaneen? Question mark?
I don't think there's much else I can do.
I don't know. We were talking about all these fancy spells you had and stuff, so.
Yeah, they're ritual casts. I mean, if you'll let me ritual cast a quick talk with animals on my turn, I'll take it.
I'll let you ritual cast it for 10 minutes, which is, going to be
Well, I mean, if you're gonna
100
stick to the
rounds of
rules, then
combat.
if you're gonna stick to the rules, then I don't want to do it. So carry on.
All right, cool. Lilith, it is now your turn.
All right.
The captain is looking bad, and one of the bandits is also looking pretty rough.
But that one that I said, would you hit a girl? And he said, yes.
Okay. Yeah, sure. He's looking fine.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You sassed me. No. But honestly, the one that sassed me first was the captain, so I'm going to Eldritch Blast his ass.
Okay.
That is 21 to hit.
Certainly hits. Yep.
To do all the damage. Where's my die? $14 damage force and 2 damage cold.
Okay. And you said 2 cold damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He is looking real bad after that. Like, on death's door real bad.
Should have left
That
when I
is
said to.
your action, right?
Yes.
He actually couldn't have left when you said to, but that's fine. It was impossible because you held him.
No,
I
suggested that he was supposed to leave with his troop, and he said no. We had to pay taxes. I gave him an out. He just chose not to listen to my suggestion.
Sure. I don't remember that, but sure.
I cast suggestion, telling him to take his group and leave. He succeeded with a 19 wisdom.
Oh
That
yeah,
was
yeah.
literally right before that. That is what started combat.
I mean, it would have started either way, but
Yeah.
No, I'm comfortable blaming it on the. That's fine.
I'm also hyped up on Advil, so
It's fine. Everything's fine.
it's
The
fine.
good shit.
For me, it is because I don't take anything ever, and I'm
I
just like,
give
oh
him-
yeah, I feel nothing, and everything's vibrating.
Wait, take back. I feed the captain raw chicken that's been sitting on the sun. He now has food
Yes.
poisoning.
You know, he's out of commission for a while. Today was any measure. Great. That brings us to Dr. Ray.
Okay, so the captain is looking pretty bad.
He is looking like he is on death's door. There is a bandit that's looking really rough, and then there are a bunch of bandits that are fine.
I'm going to cast Shatter, but is there any way I can cast it such that I get him and someone else?
What is the radius of shatter?
I believe it's 10 feet, but let me double check that.
Hit me.
Are you sure?
Yeah, hit me. What kind of damage is it?
Radiate thunder damage? Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
10-foot radius.
It'll be fine. I'll be fine.
So you could either
Okay.
you could either place it behind the captain and get one other bandit, or if you hit your fellow friend there, you could get 3 of them.
Oh yeah. Kaneen's gonna sense the hesitation from Dr. Ray and be like, "Do it."
Hit me!
All
Hit
right.
me!
You're
I think
one
this
of
is
those
on
people-
par for. Oh, go ahead.
I just
Oh.
inhaled my own spit. I was just gonna say, he's not one of those people who says things expecting you to say, "Oh no." Like,
Oh no.
yeah, exactly. So I will get 3, and also Kaneen.
Okay, cool. That's a con save, right?
Yes, 13.
Oh, see, even better.
See, I was just saying, I feel like this is on par for any type of barbarian where they scream out to their own parties, "Hit me!"
That is a 10 for the captain and a 8 for the bandits.
Great, they all fail, and it's a DC 13 con save.
Cool.
Oh, I hit on 13. It still meet it to beat it, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. I got.
So
a
you'll
little
take
more than
half.
8.
And they'll
Um,
take the full.
So that is 12 thunder damage. So I guess
Yikes.
6, but really 3, I guess, for you?
No, it's thunder damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty much get resistance to all physical damages like bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
Got it. I thought rage did everything, but that makes more sense.
Yeah, just the physical stuff.
So you just they start screaming and bleeding from their ears as 2 bandits just full collapse, and the captain is like begins bleeding from his eyes and his ears as he's like yelling back, and then he collapses and dies as well. Super dead.
I put my foot on his body, and I pull down sunglasses that have suddenly appeared on my face, CSI Miami style, and I say, what do I say? Only two things are certain in this life: death and taxes. Because they were like a tax collector. She thinks it's very clever.
I mean, it's Dr. Ray.
I mean, it's on point for the character. Excellent. There is still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bandits left. One is looking bad. The other 4 are looking great. Is that all for your turn, Dr. Ray?
Yeah, she does this completely oblivious to the fact that we are in fact still in combat.
Yeah.
She's not gonna do anything else this round.
I figured.
Tell me she
Yeah.
had the Horatio Kane head tilt though.
Great. It's the bandit's turn. The one that is looking bad is going to turn tail and attempt to run away. That was the one that had the crossbow that shot Dr. Ray. But he is going to begin to run off. As he is on a horse, he goes pretty far, pretty quick. And he's going to dash with that horse, so he gets 120 feet away in one turn. Great. The other bandits are not that smart yet. And the other one that was previously in melee with Dr. Ray, but Dr. Ray moved away to go stand on the bandit's body, and I missed that attack of opportunity, which is my bad. I'm not going to retcon it. I'm just going to let it get away that he was so surprised that this is what you chose to do with your time. He was just kind of standing there gaping. He's going to whip out his crossbow and fire it at you, but it is going to miss terribly with an 8. As your sunglasses just deflected off into the distance. Great. After that, it is going to be Okay. It is going to be another one that is going to attack Nevi with a crossbow. Missed terribly with a 10. And the next one's going to attack Nevi with the crossbow. And that is going to be a math is hard, 16.
Biscuits, he hit me.
Okay. That is going to be 7 piercing damage with that crossbow.
Okay.
And then the very last one is going to go after Kaneen. He's going to fire a crossbow at you.
Go.
I mean, he's going to.
Do it. Yeah.
That's going to be an 11 to hit.
That does not work.
No, 21. I'm sorry. I'm really bad at
then,
math.
Yeah, that does indeed. That is a difference of 10.
She's a tease.
Look, I
One.
was only adding 8 plus the 3, and I was like, that's 11, and I forgot to add the 10s place because there was the 1. I rolled an 18. I just really bad at math, and there's been a lot of Advil and a lot of vomit.
Yeah.
Not in that order.
No, sometimes in that order though. And then you just have to take more Advil, which was probably
It sucks because
not.
you like just take one and then it's like, oh, I just took that.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
The number of times that has happened to me in my life, I can sympathize completely.
So many. So that is 8 piercing damage, so half to 4 for you, because you're raging. Okay, that is bandits. Nevi, it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to poison spray.
Okay. Cool. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which bandit. Okay, cool. It is a
Okay.
con save, right?
It is. It's 14.
That's a natural 18, so they succeed this time.
Oh, biscuits. Okay.
Sorry. And I don't think they take half. No, because it's a cantrip. Okay, that is your action. Any bonus action or movement?
I'm gonna glare at them.
Great, yeah, you do.
Let's make note of that.
They're actually a little intimidated, just a little bit. Not enough to run, but just a little bit. Kaneen, it is now your turn.
Is the one who just shot at me alive? Or did shoot me alive still? Yeah.
Yes, they are all still
Cool.
alive after the shooting at you.
I would like to wipe the blood from my ears and then attack that one.
Okay, great. Yeah,
Step
roll
on
the
in
hit.
and take a big old swing.
Big old swing. Big smash.
That is a 16.
16 certainly hits.
Yeah, my guess is from the strength of these guys that I could probably roll fairly low and still hit them because they don't seem to be very good at their job.
Yeah, they're pretty squishy.
They're red shirts.
They are, indeed.
Well, when he's done with them, they will be.
Oh!
15.
15, yeah, you just smash him into bits. Roll a d100 for your knife, though.
Oh no. 78.
78. Doesn't budge. Good. All good.
I have to reattach the other one. This is a
Yup.
brilliant plan. Kenny's gonna make himself into a weaponsmith.
On accident.
Canine
It's gonna
Smithery.
It's gonna be his post-adventurer job. All right.
Actual tinkerers, and they're gonna be like, "Well, we did this." He's like, "I just take a rope and just wrap it around a few times, and
And then if you smash things with it enough, it just embeds it into it.
yeah."
Great, Lilith. It is your turn.
You said the guy that ran away got 120 feet away from where he was, right?
Yes.
And he was 10 feet away from us when he initially ran away?
Yes. So he would be 140 feet away.
Cool. I'm going to walk towards his direction
Why?
and just look to Eleanor. No survivors. Whips the Eldritch Blast straight at him.
Okay. Roll a hit.
Nat 20.
Great.
Yay!
Do you want double damage? Do you want a shot?
well.
Do you want...
She wants to have all the glory with this one. Double damage.
Okay, sure, yeah.
So that's going to be 14, 24. So 24 force and then 2 cold damage.
Okay. You hit him with this Eldritch Blast in the back, and he just becomes a red splatter on the ground. There's
Oh yeah, go ahead.
nothing left.
Not turning her body, but she will turn her head towards the lone. There's one left standing, or
There's 3.
3 to the 3 that are still sitting on their horses. She'll just turn and just give them this big grin on her face.
Roll intimidation with advantage.
Let me check my stats here. Oh my god, I get so much with that. Oh, I did not know she got that. That's 22.
Well, it is something you're proficient in, so...
Yeah, 22.
You should recall that you chose this as a proficiency.
Yeah, I forgot that. I forgot that intimidation was one that I chose.
They seem pretty well frightened by that. Great. Is that all for your turn?
So I would have had walked up just far enough to reach with my Eldritch Blast. So if he was 100, and I would walk back an additional 10 feet back to the group.
Okay. Heard. Dr. Ray.
Have you just what's the layout now?
So there are 3 left. All 3 are about 10 feet away from where Nevi and Lilith are standing.
Okay, and I'm 5 feet behind them, or
Yeah,
5
and
feet-
you're directly behind them. So they're about 15 feet away from you.
okay. Yeah, I'm gonna move up in front of them.
Mhm.
And behind them, I will, to hit as many as I can, I will cast Earth Tremor behind them. Feel the vibrations in the universe and then use them to create an earthquake. Because that's how that works.
Mm.
They all must make a dex saving throw, and if Failed save, a creature takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone, ground in
What-
that area.
What is the size, like the radius of that?
5 foot. Wait. Range 10 feet. Each 5-foot diameter portion requiring at least. This is not super clear. Each 5-foot diameter portion makes it sound like there's more than one 5-foot diameter portion, right?
It does.
I guess.
Yes.
Oh yeah. 10 feet area, I guess.
10 feet. Okay.
Yeah. I'm actually not sure. It just says range area 10 feet, but then it just talks about 5-foot diameter portions. So
Yeah, that would be 10 feet then.
okay.
Great. So, you could hit 2 in that area
Great.
then.
Whichever ones are closest to me, I guess.
Okay. Sure. Are you stepping in front of Nevi or Lilith?
Who looks worse?
I look fine.
Okay.
I mean, I was on fire a day ago, so.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Nevi's taken more hits than Lilith has.
Great, Nevi. Then.
All right, so that is going to be a 16 for the saving throw.
For both?
For the first one,
Okay, yeah, that fails. Or sorry, that passes. I fail.
and then the other one is a natural 20.
All right. Well, I just made the ground difficult. That's it.
Sorry.
It's fine. Well, it'll be harder for them to run away now.
Yes, it will. But yeah, because it's technically for the horses that they're on, because they're on horses, so it would cause the horse to take the damage because they're not directly connected to the ground. So,
Oh. Yeah.
because they're all on
That's true.
horses.
Yeah. I guess I was sort of envisioning by being knocked prone, they would be knocked off the horses. I don't know. It wasn't well thought out.
I mean, they would be knocked off the horses whenever the horse was knocked prone, which could
Gotcha.
would then knock them prone. But the damage would go to the horses, not so much them in that situation.
All right. So it's good that it didn't work out.
All right, great. That's Dr. Ray's turn. It is now the bandit's turn. All 3 of them are going to disengage and run.
Fuck that.
Uh,
Oh, right. We can't take the opportunity.
I mean, because they all disengaged and ran. So they're going to get 60 feet away on their horses from where they were. So for most of the group, that is 180 feet away. Are we choosing to pursue at all, or are we just letting them go?
Kanine's happy letting him go.
And
Lilith-
stay out.
Lilith wants to take at least one last one out. She has the range.
Okay.
Do your heart desires.
If you want to do one more lob, you can. But after that, they'll be too far away.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I want to do one last and lob it
Okay.
at them. 20. It's over 20 to hit.
Yep, that certainly hits.
10 damage. No, 14 damage.
Yeah, you wipe one out, snipe him off his horse, and the horse keeps running. Good job. You left 2. Do you feel like a big girl now,
They're
Lilith?
survivors.
No, because I left survivors.
They're the ones who will spread the tail.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap there on day 5 of travel. Out of 12 at the normal pace.
Cool.
Yeah. You guys leveled up. Good
Woot.
times. Do keep in mind, everyone, that we will be dark next week, as I will be in the woods, and Sunday Stephen will be streaming solo, playing Horizon Zero Dawn again,
Woo!
which will be great. Cool. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna attempt to put food in my stomach, and as always, stay classy. Bye.
Bye.